everyone, so I just wanted to say, like, obviously, I want to apologise to no one at all, right? I'm not sorry about anything I said last night. Glad I said it all. Would say it all over again. I will continue to say it over and over again until this absolute monster leaves me alone. And I did see the clips of her crying last night. Oh, Hayley's so fat, Hayley's so fat. All right, big back Barbara. Am I? Am I the problem? Am I really the problem? I don't, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, and if you shop at Millets, you should watch your fucking mouth. Honestly. I also saw a clip last night of you saying, I've only camped 4 times since 2026. Let's talk facts. It's been 71 separate times since 2026. And that's why I say that you've taken a substance, because how can you really be clear-minded and get 71 separate whole night lives that you've dedicated to me since 1996, just that we know of, right? 71 that I can prove physically you've cam-2'd me on, letting in all the rest where you've just mentioned me, did weird stuff, and you think it's 4. You think it's 4, right? And I'm the one taking stuff, right? Why can't you open your eyes properly then? Why is your nose so bulbous and red? See, I'm the one on something, right? But you're the one with something up your nose, right? So like I said, it's delusional.
And do you know what I'm not going to do tonight? Because I heard yesterday someone saying when she clapbacks, it's like breaking the rules to just report at that point. I'm not even going to clap back tonight. If someone comes in and says the worst thing to me, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm glad your parents had you. I'm glad. I'm literally going to be so kind tonight, and you're not even going to get me out of my character. And the same goes again to Courtney. What I promised you earlier still stands. You're in the box tonight. We go tomorrow. And when we go, it'll be my first ever big thing, exposure, and I'll do it proudly. So yeah, I'm not having somebody who came to the app in order to raise awareness for bullying because of their own child then turning into being a bully to me. I'm not doing that. So what I will do is I'll expose how you became part of the same thing that actually sadly caused that, because I'm not doing it, not every night. So yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah. To me, that's wild. It's so disrespectful to her daughter who lost her life for bullying. When yesterday she said, you know, my video which I made, this is what's triggered me, right? My video I made yesterday that I talked about the gaslighting, and I talked about how I finally realised what the gaslighting was. She said, I don't want to laugh so hard at her because I'll go into labour, right? So you're sat in a box being spiteful, possibly risking an early birth of your baby to go at me, despite what's already happened. So careless, man. And because you wanted to laugh at my misfortune, my daughter's misfortune, but then you came to the app apparently to get signatures to impact a online bullying law, right? That's why you came here. And when me and Brigham questioned, actually, no, you wanted to raise funding to get a games room to keep your young boyfriend, who was pretty much your daughter's age, in the house. You wanted him to have a Twitch studio. What's that word I'm thinking of? Nonce. You then got really weird and funny, and since then you've said some really awful things. So yeah, I'm fed up of doing the thing where the same year he got with you, dropped out of college. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing it. So if you want to sit in a live constantly going at me, who actually, thank you, Mina, there's nothing to expose me for. Like, good mum, good person, do true crime, show up, not perfect, do my best. Then I'll expose you for the truth, the full truth. The full truth. And he was barely legal. And you were a full-grown adult. Thank you, Michelle. And now you're carrying said young adult's child. So, and like I said this morning, I've got a big account which I will use for awareness. And your awareness will quite quickly become my awareness, but I'll tell the truth, not what you peddled in order to get. Because in my opinion, and I'll be really honest, I'm talking about Willow's mum, Courtney. In my opinion, you never cared about the signatures, because you're not sat on your own live still gathering signatures. You're sat on Ginger Gemini's every night, including the night where you said, get a punch in for me when you come to my house. in front of my children because I'm pregnant right now, so I won't be able to do it, right? So all of that is recorded, which will be played as part of my exposure tomorrow, by the way, if you're in the box tonight. Even if you've been in there for a second, I promise you it's coming. So when you've said you wanted someone to punch me for you because you were pregnant, and when you said that last night you might go into early labour from laughing at my domestic abuse, I'm going to make sure that the videos I make go viral, and I'm going to tag every single newspaper you've been in to spout your story, your daughter's story, because you've only ever used that to make money for the toy boy, in my opinion, right? And I'll say it's loud and proud, because everyone, I left it long enough, I'm smart enough. After that whole thing first came out, I'd just be quiet. I just said nothing. I've allowed you to show yourself for 7 months, Courtney. And every single day I've watched. And I thought, okay, so she's in her box tonight for 3 hours bullying. How many signatures could she have got? Because even if it was 20 more, it would have made a difference. Hey, dolls, you okay? Even if it was 10 more. Her daughter unalived herself due to online bullying. Yes. And that's my problem, Steph. And one of the main people on this app to get the most signatures for her petition was me. Right? And when we helped her to get her GoFundMe total, and then that night she put her GoFundMe up again, we said, what's this for, right? Me and Brigham were in the box. We were spending a lot of time trying to help. And then she said, okay, I want to get my partner a gaming studio. And I thought, what, off the back of her suicide? What? You weren't even lit. And do you know what? This is the one thing, right? And I can prove this, right, Courtney? When Willow did this in the house, you lived with Willow's dad. He didn't live with you. He didn't live with you. And when you said he didn't go to the funeral out of respect, you weren't shacked up with him yet. You lived with the dad. So it was only after you then started getting with the man that was commenting all over Willow stuff, who had met her as a friend in real life. It was only after that that you got with this man and then took to TikTok to make money for a gaming studio to get him in your house. You know what I mean? What would the headline say? Kiddie fiddler. Like, honestly, he was, what, 17, 18 when you met him? And you're in your 40s. But you want to expose me on the internet and talk about coming to my house to punch me? Who needs the punch? Do you know what I mean? You're my nightmare that my children meet someone your age. He was in college, 18, 19 at the very oldest, right? So your daughter was 13. She was friends with this 19-year-old man. At the most, I'll give you that a little leeway. And then, after what happened, you left the dad who was grieving to get with young boy. Hey, come here, little child. I'll build you a Twitch studio. So don't. Yeah, I will, of course. So sorry, literally, sorry. To respect you. So literally, at that point, who needs exposing? And the reason you sit in that box with that turd every night is because you know, if I ever speak on a situation, I'm going to do it factually. And if I ever speak on a situation, especially one as sensitive as this, I'm never going to risk my platform unless I have all my ducks in the row. And I can tell you now my ducks are ready, right? So the next time you sit in that box, like last night, where you replay my domestic violence video and you say, I don't want to laugh this much because I'm about to go into labour, early labour of your child. You didn't safeguard one, let's safeguard this one. And I say that with chest, right? I say that with chest, right? Because I've watched you and I've seen who you are and I've seen what you've done, and you didn't, right? You didn't. Because even now you're failing every single day. You're failing every single day with her memory, because you're trying to push a petition while people come and watch you online bullying and talk about how you want to come to my house and someone should punch me for you because you're pregnant and you'll have to wait till you're not pregnant. Do you know what I mean? You're going to give birth soon. I'll still live here, right? You're all fucking mouth, right? All of you. Because it's been over a year. You've known where I've been. You've known where I've been. You've done the lives where you said, let's use a hammer. Let's do this. Let's do it in front of our kids. Let's do this. Let's do this. You ain't done shit. You ain't done shit. You ain't doing shit, right? So you just sit in boxes like a mother's meeting. But the very same person who came to the internet, got any follower you've got in respect and love and worry for your child, that's why we all joined. No one followed you for you. Everybody sat there and thought, you kept saying like, oh, my partner doesn't like to speak and stuff. No, because he's a child. barely adult, right? That's why he didn't speak. Because you play mum to him. That's why you speak for him, right? He's doing dishes, you're paying the pocket money. So do not ever think for a single second. She's about a little bit younger than me, about 39, I think. And he left college to be with her, right? And by the way, they connected because he was grieving his friend, her daughter, right? So let me tell you that, how it'd be if it was a man who met one of his child who passed away, child friend who was grieving the loss of his friend he had online, and then mum starts trying to knob him off, right? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, right? Disgusting. Your petition failed. Thank you, Karen, because it was the right message, but a scruffy fucking messenger. Fact. And the moment that me and Alex, and let's talk about it, right? The moment me and Alex pulled away, right, was because your partner came on camera. Your partner came on camera and I saw how old he was and I had to pull away, right? And we made it clear why it was, because you were trying to buy a games room for a barely legal person out of money you were getting given because of what had happened, right? That's a fact. And at one time we were silent slightly because everyone was like, oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. But now it's been that long, right? TikTokers have unalived themselves because of exactly what they've been doing to me for over a year. TikToker has unalived themselves several times. And you ask yourself why this woman, a woman who came to the live for online bullying, waited for me to come back yesterday, by the way, saw videos where I've said I've had 8 days off because I've had some really hard stuff happen with both my children and the ex-partner, the gaslighting. I've been in a really bad situation. They waited for me to go live when they then played said video about my gaslighting and laughed. And this woman said, I'm going to go into early labour if I keep laughing at her, right? So at that point, if anyone is in a situation where they could unalive themselves, it would surely be the woman who sits here by herself every single night, who's taken a break from mental health, not the 9 or 10 witches that sit in a box together cackling and doing evil stuff cam to in my life. I'm not cam to in no one. I have them blocked. I don't watch nothing. I don't see nothing. All I know is little bits I hear when I come off live. So I'm not doing anything. And when I first heard your story, and always, the end of time, your story with your child, I would always support that. Always. So sad it happened. And I wish that you were the kind of mother that had stepped up and provided her with a legacy that meant more than this. A legacy that meant that when people saw you online, you impacted change to make sure it didn't happen to anyone else. To help, but instead you've become the bully that caused what happened. And I'll say it with chest because that's true. And if I was a mum who had lost a child to online bullying, and then I was sat online saying, I want to go to this woman's house, I want to do this to her, I want to do that to her, I want to do this to her, I'm laughing so hard at her domestic abuse, I'm going to go into early labour, I hope someone would say that to me. I hope someone would say to me, take a stop for a minute, you're shaming your daughter's memory every single day with your own fucking behaviours, Courtney. And I promise you, I will work every single day from tomorrow, if you're in her box tonight, saying shit about me or my children tonight, I will make a video and I'll go live 10 times a day saying, can you repost, can you repost, can you comment again? I'll get every single person in the comment community to comment on that video 50 times each. 50 times. And I will tell every single person in my community, thank you for you please, thank you Lulu, to tag at Sun, at Daily Mail, at Channel 4, at Channel 5. I'll also take it to my friend who's got the podcast. I'll also take it to my friend in the Irish newspapers who I work with on the John George case. I'll take it to the investigative journalist who I talk to all the time. I'm going to take it to the man at the Metro newspaper who's asked recently, if you use my articles, can you put me in the byline? I'll take it to every single one of them, including the people of 24 Hours in Police Custody, Channel 4, every single person I've worked with since I've had this. I promise you I'm going to take the story and imagine the headlines. Mum whose daughter unalived herself because of online bully became the online bully. I'm going to send them the clips I've got. I'm going to show them you threatening to come to my house with a hammer while I've got my children. I'm going to show them every single clip of you and your merry men. Oh, fuckwit, sorry. I am going to do it, and I promise you, I've been so quiet for so long. I've done nothing. I've just been peaceful. I've literally let go on. And then I'm going to check you off one by one. One by one, Amanda, you're next, I promise you. I promise you. I'm so sorry that you never followed through your qualifications as a nurse, that you never left your mum's house, that every time you tried to lose weight, you gained another 10 stone. I'm sorry you've never had a boyfriend. I'm sorry the only thing that's been inside you is your own fingers. I'm sorry that because of who you are, you've never moved forward. I'm sorry that you played Monopoly by yourself and lost. I'm sorry the only place you've ever been was on a paper aeroplane that you ate afterwards. And I've watched you every single day. And do you know what also I'm going to do? I'm going to show you the screenshots of my messages with you this time, where every single day I'll come off a live and you say, why don't you like me as much as the other mods? I'm going to show you the messages where you said, you didn't reply to me for 20 minutes today, it really upset my feelings. I'm going to show you the messages where you talk about how you haven't got out of bed for 3 days and your mum's mad because you haven't taken the dishes to the kitchen, even though you're in your 50s. And everything I've said I wouldn't do for 2 years, I'm going to do it. And instead of you laughing at my domestic abuse, I'm going to laugh at the fact that you're still sucking your mum's tits off. We do. So yeah. All I asked for you guys was just not to go in boxes, not to go on about me every day. Have a friendship, do whatever you want, right? Sit together, do whatever, right? And then, when you're all talking, Ginger Gemini, you want to talk about my ex, right? I will green screen my conversation with your ex, Ty, where he said, can I come down to Peyton and take you for a drink, right? And then I'll message you back and say, yeah, right? Fact, right? So, well, you keep saying that's what he's called or whatever. Let's go, right? So keep talking about my, your ex actually is all right. I probably would, right? So thank you, Sab. So let's do that, right? Whatever you need to do, wherever you need to get out of your system, let's do it, right? I think 3 times he asked. Do you know what I mean? He said, actually, it's not that bad what she put through because I got to meet you, which is really, really blew my mind. Do you know what I mean? Liking my Facebook pictures and shit. Weird. Yeah. So if that's what people want, right, you want to play. And they'll be live now, right? And they'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. I can't believe she said that. Thank you, Candy. I can't believe she went to that. I can't believe she talked about your daughter. I can't believe that she talked about my ex. You've done all of this to me. You've added the articles, you've added my address, you've talked about my ex, you've talked about my children. Do you know what I mean? This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted, right? You wanted a reaction, and I promise you I'll absolutely blow your ex. No, I'm only gonna do. I'll blow up, I'll put it all out, and then I'll just move on. But I've told you so many times, move on, do whatever you need to do. Like, but it's still now you're sat there doing weird shit. Weird shit. Yesterday she went, did I tell you she'd like 100 followers every 2 days? I was like, I thought I was spending it all on coke. Fuck. Like, am I 100 followers every 2 days? And I'm running a house by myself and looking after 3 kids. And now I'm doing that as well. Can I just say something, right? She's come in right on a fake account, right? This is Amanda, right? Paradite. Amanda, you fat fuck, it's Parasite. Jesus Christ. Ask your mum, she's in the next room. Go and say to mum, how do you spell this after you've got bitty? Fucking hell, you're a Paradite. Fucking damn. Fucking hell, imagine coming in and putting in capitals as well. Even fucking Google wouldn't help you. Autocorrect was like, fuck it, not her. Your mum's in the next room going, Amanda, did you eat my slippers again? Sorry, mum, I'm hungry. Fucking hell, do you know what I mean? Literally there, like fucking, what's he called? Doof, 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 off the end of the Ghostbusters. What's he called? The Michelin Man. You know. She got into Pearl's, this is Amanda, right? She got into Pearl's live. She goes, she's there with Mini-Me and her daughter, and she goes, hey, he doxed me. Mini-Me's daughter unmutes and goes, it was me that doxed you, my mum. You're sat with the enemy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and I mean that now. Like you want me to be that person, right? I could be that person. I'll give you 1 day each, one big exposure. I know Ginger Gemini's got one common with someone else anyway. Let them do it, right? And I promise you, at the end of all the exposures, I'll still be the coolest. I'll still have the most people in my life. I'll still get gifted the most. I'll still have the most views on videos. Amanda, you'll still be as much fun as a fucking wet sock. Ginger Gemini, you'll still be you, dude. And Courtney, got nothing to say. If you manage to keep that baby out of social services for more than 3 years, I'll be fucking shocked. And I don't care. Said it. What are you going to do? People will discuss it on live tomorrow, so I shouldn't have said it. I'll be out with my kids having fun. I don't care. Right, honestly. Don't care. I mean, do you know what I mean? Amanda made his sock wet. So The only boyfriend she was ever with for more than 3 weeks was a sock. So it's like that. Do you want to get something to eat? Can't, babe, I've eaten it all. Are you looking at me funny? You haven't messaged me back for 2 minutes. Do you not like me? No, no one did. I'll be honest. You were the only person who's ever messaged me, and I'll get it up if you want me to. You messaged me on Instagram, Amanda, the first time I ever spoke to you. You said, I'm at home. I don't go out. I don't do anything. I'm chronically ill. I don't really see my friends anymore. I live at home with my mum. If I could be a mod, I've got a lot of time on my hands. And I should have gone, nah, I'm not doing it. And you messaged me again saying, but I'm at home, I've got nothing else to do. I could really help you as a mod. Like, I'm at home, I'm doing nothing anyway, right? So then I said, all right, you could be a mod if you want. And you said, it would just give me a bit of purpose. I gave you a purpose. Look how you paid me back, bitch. Do you know what I mean? And now your purpose is sitting in the box still talking about me 2 years after I modded you. Weird behaviour. So yeah, that's the only person I've ever modded because they begged me was Amanda. Because she kept saying, I'm on my own, I've got 5 marriage, I can't go out of the house, don't do anything, don't see my friends, didn't qualify as low, blah, 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 blah. It just made me feel like I had something to do. And at the time, you should have been more clear on the fact that you had no personality. No personality, no loyalty, no boyfriend. The only thing you've still got intact is your V-Place. Honestly. 50-year-old virgin. That's the only thing you've still got. I'm going to be really honest. That and loads of old sugar magazines with sticky pages. So yeah. I'm not even going to start about Sophie because I could so easily make her cry and I can't bother tonight. I'll save it to another night. She's too easy to fucking trigger. Too easy. Too easy and I enjoy it too much, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save that so I've got something to look forward to. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. You want to sit in the box every day. Who's the other one? Chaos. Go and have a look at Chaos's profile. I don't need to say anything about you if you look like a bulldog chewing on a fucking wasp. Right? I'm sorry. You're one of those people that went to the goth subculture because you thought a long fringe would hide your face. Sorry. And I love goth subculture. You went there because you thought enough piercings, enough fringe may make you passable for a human being. You still look like a fucking watermelon. Sorry. Chaos. And you're the same person who went into the live and said, guess what? I've super fanned, I can get in. Super fanned. You've got a super vagina the size of the fucking Indian Ocean. Like, do you know what I mean? And your biggest accomplishment is you got into my super fan live. You paid to be around me. You paid to be around someone you don't like. I'll write you an award. It's the only one you've ever got. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for the gifts. When you did that day when you went in there and you went, I'm in the superfan lives. I was like, that is the same as another human being saying, I'm stood in my neighbour's garden in my wellies. I'm wearing nothing else. I don't like them. Okay. Do you know what I mean? I can't read books. I'm in the library. I've got no money. I'm at Morrison's. Okay, and you know what? Then I went and looked at her video. She's literally black makeup, black hair, black everything, black soul, black heart. And I don't mind the goth stuff. I think they're beautiful. But this woman is just black, even the inside of vagina black. Do you know what I mean? Everything black. Do you know what I mean? And she's still sat in the box. She's going, I can't stomach her voice. Why are you still listening to it then? That's like me going, I hate John Bon Jovi. Listen to it on repeat. Do you know what I'm doing? What are you doing? What are you actually doing as an adult? You don't like my voice. You don't like me. You think I'm a parasite and a cretin. But you spend every night watching me. All of you take time away from your families. Amanda, you, your mum. Do you know what I mean? Talking to your sock puppet. Making love to ham. So really important things, Amanda. You know what? Diamond Dart and all that shit. You take time every single night, and you have done for 2 years, to listen to a woman you don't like, can't stand, thinks the worst person ever, but every night we listen to her. You're absolutely all fucking insane. And Ginger Gemini, I don't even know what to say about you. I watched a tiny little bit of your live yesterday. Your eyes, you've taken so much that night. Sat there going, well, they all talk around you. And I thought, is she dead? I hope she is. Because she's dead behind the eyes. I don't care. I just said it. right? If she is, I wouldn't, you know, that song. And if you died, I wouldn't cry, because I danced and you anyway. And you want me, and people go, you can't say that. I can. I just did. If anything ever happens, like a car races towards her, Amanda will get in the way, and Amanda would do more damage to the people carrier. Don't care. Do you know what I mean? If she fell out of a window, Amanda could catch her like the blimp she is. Just said it. Do you know what I mean? Just said it. And you can clip it. You can repeat it. You can put it up in videos, and I still won't apologise, because I meant every fucking word. She's a twat. She's a bad mum. You're a blimp. You're all a bunch of twats, and you all sit in a box every night feeling like you're getting one over on me by saying, we're cam 2ing someone we don't like, we can't stand, we don't like her voice, we don't like her, so we're going to meet here every day and just watch her. Absolutely. If I could say a word right now and you know what I'm thinking, I don't care. Actually, every slur, you are. You actually are. You actually are. Everything, no one else in the world should ever be called it, but you are actually summing it up. You sit in boxes every single night together going, we don't like her, we're watching her together. What? What are you doing? Of course they are. Of course they are. Of course they are. What else are they going to do? Ginger Gemma, what's she going to do? Lick the fridge? The only person she's seeing tomorrow is her dealer. And he only comes once a day because what? Bit of that and she'll get a little bit more for tomorrow. Like, weird. Amanda, her mum said, get to your fucking room. I don't want to see you anymore. You've eaten out of house and home. So she's fucking in her room till tomorrow because she can't stop eating house. Thank you, Paige. And Chaos. Chaos is Kel, be kind. Pot Kel. I know, Kel. They're all like it, aren't they? You know what I mean? Is your flower, is your actual profile picture then? Always look on the bright side of life. And you've got a flower stuck to your face like that. It looks beautiful, Kel. It looks like you're actually sniffing Ginger Gemma's chocolate starfish, not a daisy. Well done, you. Look at this. I live close to Ginger Gemini. She's not right in the head, always playing the victim. What a surprise. I'll give you a follow back if you want to message me anything. Anything at all. I'm doing an exposure this week. I need everything I can. Anything local, let me know. And do you know how I say it comfortably? Because they went into all the spotted pages in my local area and they put posts up saying, do you know anything about this Hayley comet? She's on this, she's on that, she shouldn't have her kids. And every single local person commented back saying, I went to school with her, she's great, she's really nice, comes from a really nice family. And I screenshot every single one because all 30 comments were people saying, what are you doing? Is this obsessive? This is really weird. Why are you putting comments up like that? You need to be seen by the police. Not one person came out with anything I'd ever done. Duh. And that was off what? 5, 6 separate things you got Savannah to post in my local groups? Nothing. Not nothing. So then you went to doing weird AIs of my dead father. Weird behaviour. They did, literally. Every single one of my family saw it and they were like, oh, look at these lovely comments. Do you remember him from school? He was our old next door neighbour. It is what it was, you know what I mean? And afterwards I put up my own status on my own thing. One of them trying to call me now from, look, Chaos is trying to call me through Instagram. Are you that desperate? Look at her face as well. I told you, Bulldog's chewing on a wasp, look. You just proved my point. Do you know what I mean? Licking stinging nettles. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for doing that right at the right time. Do you know what I mean? What are you talking about? I'm happy. I'm fine. Do you know what I mean? Look, I'm going to call her. And what are you going to do? What are you do? Call me and say what? You say it in boxes every single... You can't stand my voice, but you're trying to call me. But I'm not interested. Go and listen to someone else. Do you know what I mean? Literally. Mental. Oh, Tash, love you too. I'll give you a follow back. Literally, honestly. I'm not... Do you know what, Tash? This is off the back of all of these people sat together every single night canvassing me since April of 2025. Every single night when I talk about true crime victims. And every single night they sit there. Do you know what I mean? She looks a bit like Grant Mitchell in a wig, doesn't she? All right, Phil. Gail's trying to phone me like, we need to stop her, we need to stop her. How are you allowed a freedom of speech? I'm like, Chaos, but you want to call me to tell me to stop? It's embarrassing, isn't it, when it's all a big, there's 1,000 people in it. Normally you do it to me, what, 7 people? Weird, isn't it? She's trying to call me again. All right, Phil. All right, Phil. You all right, Phil? Playing Morticia Adams after a few fucking pies. Do you know what I mean? She isn't getting a voice on my live. She could be over there. Look how triggered you are. What's her name? Amy. You don't look like an Amy. You look like a Dave. Because I'm not allowed a voice, right? I'm not allowed a voice. They can talk about me all day, every day. Do you know what I mean? How many times have I tried to ring them to say get off alive? How many times have I been bothered? Not at all. Not at all. She's desperate. Why do you think I'd answer the phone to you, Chaos? Chaos. It's weird that you would have a name very similar to an XL bully, isn't it? Because you look a lot like one. My friend's dog's called Chaos and it's an XL bully, you wouldn't fuck with it. Do you know what I mean? What's your brother lightning? Do you know what I mean? Weird behaviour. She does. She's got the build of an XL bully. And you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? She's like, I'll ring her. What you do, swear at me down the phone? What are you going to do? I can't understand you anyway, I've heard your accent. You know what I mean? I'm not going to understand a fucking word you say. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we move back to true crime. I had a little bit of fun tonight. Been a fucking good day today. They can't, you know what I mean? I don't even think she's an emo kid. I think she's honestly thought to herself, like, if I go as dark as I possibly can, then I might blend in with pavement. Like, because, or, you know, like the black hair, everything, it's just kind of like, hopefully no one can see me. I wish we couldn't, darling. Do you know what I mean? I just literally have had enough. It's a little bit of fun, isn't it? It's weird now when they sit there every single night tearing me down, laughing at my domestic abuse, laughing at all that stuff, like yesterday. Courtney was even going to go into labour because they were laughing so hard, apparently. It's all fine, right? They can do it. Yeah, she used to be on my Discord, didn't she? And do you know what? Same as every single one, right? Amanda, Ginger Gemini, Chaos, Minnie, me, Sophie, every single one of them used to be a part of my community. And when they acted like fuckwits and were blocked, they turned into this. Every single one of them. Every single one of them were here every day. Absolutely fine. Yep. Willow's Law. Yep. Now sits online bullying. She was literally several times wanted to come to my house, wanted people to hit me for her because she's pregnant. She needs to wait to get the baby out of her. What lovely words for a mother. Can't wait to get this out of me so I'm going to hit someone. Do you know what I mean? Is she chronically ill? What, in the head? Most of them are, yeah, I think so. It must be, mustn't it? It must be. Yeah, she is. It must be. There must be truly something wrong, right, for any adult to be like, I don't like her, can't stand her. Because it's normal, right? If you don't like someone, it's fine. You just block them and move on. That's what any normal person would do. And I say it to all of you, not normal. You need to check up from the fucking neck up. Or just, I don't care, right? If you as an adult sit there every single day, cam to someone for over a year where you go at a woman hoping that something happens to her, hoping that I end up in that way, right? And you haven't been able to beat me. I haven't give a fuck. Don't care about any of you. Literally, why would I? Why would I care about people that are scumbags, right? And because you haven't been able to get to me, because you can't impact me, you've gone on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I've let you, said nothing, carried on my own content, let you come to do whatever you wanted to do. It's only every now and again, about once a year, that I'll actually clap back and I'll actually say I've had a fuck enough. But all of you, you lot over there now that think you're winning, please know that every single person on TikTok says the same thing about Ginger Gemini. She's obsessed. She fancies Hayley Comet. She's weird. She needs to see a doctor. Is she up with her kids? What's wrong with her? Why does she sit there every night? Like they say, you've seen Angie say it. You've seen Canadian Angie say it. Miss Red said it to you. Luke said it to you. Alex Brigham said it to you. Corey said it to you. Every single person has said to you, what is wrong with you, right? Every single person. The only time you get unblocked by people like Luke or Canadian Angie is when they want to talk about me. Right? And then they go, well, unblock you for minutes. They use you for your weird little bits of information. None of them like you, darling. Just like no one in real life does. Nobody likes you. And so you sit there thinking like, oh, my platform. So everyone's laughing at you. They're laughing at you because you live for me. The things that you rejoice in the day is if something bad happens to me or my children. The things that the things you're sad about is if I do something really well. That's really strange. To be in your over 30s, near your 40s, like me, and actually just live life for somebody else's wins and falls. That is so mental to me. You sat today talking about me, what I was doing with my children while I was out doing cool things with my children. Like, what about yours? Like, honestly, what about yours? Thank you, Cindy. Like, it's mental to me. Thank you, Jotty. Last night they were like, we're taking down the main account, blah, blah. How does that affect you? I still got paid. How did that affect? Did he get you more viewers? Nope. Did it get you more money? Nope. So as adults, you're literally celebrating anything bad that happened to someone who doesn't give a fuck about you. If I do well, you're sad for days. It makes no sense. Do you know how weird it is? Is there anyone in this room right now who wants to get in the box apart from one of them and tell me what they're winning by this, what is happening, whether you feel, if you think they're being successful, if you're a supporter of them? Because it's fucking mad. It's mad. The day you sat on a live where your son's arm was bent out, fractured, and you said, not missing this live, I'll take him in the morning. And you said, I pulled his arm, he started screaming. It's mad to me. Mad. You put your own child's fucking arm, could have been permanently fucking injured. And the clip is on that, what is it, that See You page. The See You page run. And she's got it up on the screen, a picture of it. And even Sophie said, I think you need to go to the doctors. That's fucking bent. Do it in the morning. Do it in the morning. My cousin might be able to take it. I'll just do it in the morning. I want to stay on this live. And then they talk about me as a parent. Mad. I'm mad. Baffles me. She's messaged me going, this is chaos, right? It goes live about me, everything like, coward. Talk to me if you've got a problem. I'm ringing. Cries about answering to me. I didn't cry about answering to you. I actually said I wouldn't even give you a voice. You absolute freak, right? Literally. Followed by Amanda O'Donnell, right? Right. 170 followers. Wow. How many of them did you buy? Right. This is why I'm not going to answer you, right? Doesn't her face look like a flounder fish? Look at that. If she had like, it's like we're Finding fucking Nemo, Finding Psycho. Why would I answer the phone to you? So you could try and show off on my live? What? Scream and shout? Scream and shout what? Since you blocked me from your community, I sit in this box and go on. Fuck off, chaos. Fucking chaos. Fucking same name as XL Bully. Do you know what I mean? I got dogs abuse for speaking about not talking, speaking about not taking a child to hospital. It's not like, it's mad. I don't care what anyone says, right? Don't talk on this, don't talk on that. Any parent, when I cover safeguarding, who actually says he's screaming in pain, here is a green screen, his arm is bent, I think it's fractured, but allows him to go to sleep and sleep on that fucking injury because she's cam-toing my live. Let me tell you the real reason. The only reason, and I'll say it to Ginger Gemini right now, Barbara McMeekin, your parents named you after a granny, yeah? And you show all the fucking oomph to get out and about of a granny. The reason you, motherfucker, didn't take your son to the hospital that night is because you'd taken fucking chemicals. The only reason a parent will not go to a hospital the moment a child fractures their fucking arm is because they're off their fucking head, Barbara. That's why you didn't go, right? Because the moment my child would hurt their arm, Tori hurt her arm at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:15, in a taxi for 40 quid. She was at the fucking hospital. The reason you didn't go, and anyone can watch the live because I'll play it in my exposure, her eyes are bloodshot and she can't look at the camera. And she knows if she goes to the hospital to get there with her child, they're going to say, and what have you taken? Especially when said Barbara McMeekin from Northern Ireland lost her eldest son for smoking crack, right? The same Barbara McMeekin that denies said son. I also have the clip, the full clip of you getting in a box at 2 a.m. in the morning with only 5 people in there, and one of them was my guy, where you talk about giving your eldest son to family because you weren't ready to be a parent because of said crack pipe. So every single time you're doing all these little tidbits of weird shit about me, making up like, oh, she's on this, she's on that, she's on this, you've been putting your shit and your life onto my fucking name. I've always had my kids. Never, ever, ever had social services involved, right? And I have the live. And I'll quite happily tomorrow play the whole live of you talking about, well, he's with some of my family. So yeah, I don't see him a lot, but he is with family. Is he? Projection 100%, right? But yet here you are in the kitchen again, making the same mistake, not taking a child to hospital. And you're lucky I'm not like you. And I don't do weird shit, because I hope someone did phone the crack people and say, look at this mum on a TikTok live talking about her son got in a fracture, but she put him to bed. Now look at her eyes. Now look at her eyes, because I've said to you over and over again, do what you need to do. I can pass a test at any time. I've got ADHD and you tried to put it in me like she's taking this, she's taking that. I don't think so. I turn up to do true crime lives every night. You sit on lives cam 2 and me, right? Because you can't talk straight. You can't do your own live because the crack pipe doesn't pay, right? You can't sit there and have a normal conversation or hold a live like I can because you're like on a live, right? So that's the difference between us. And I don't need to project, because if you think I've got 300,000 followers and if I really had that issue, that people would not be calling them and calling social service and everything else and they wouldn't try it out. Fucking, what's she called? London Star tried it. They came to my house, they spoke to me, spoke to kids, they were all like, there's no problem here. Fucking online bullshit, and it will happen again and again, whatever. Never had an issue with the kids. Never. You're not the same as me. You're a mother to 3, you raised 2, right? Now let's talk about Taunton. You moved to Taunton, you met Ty, you had the 2 children. Then Ty meets a new girl. Ty starts proceedings through social services because you're back on the fucking H, right? So you flated back to Northern Ireland because it's different social services, right? The reason you don't come to the UK, the reason you can't come to my house, the reason you'll never come to my house, because as soon as you do, they'll take your kids, right? Fact. Because you're back on the drugs, the same drugs that lost you the first one, right? That's why you left. And that's why when Ty then moved on with a new woman called Chloe, and they had 2 beautiful little girls who were 1 and 3 when their mum killed themselves because you bullied her to death, because you had a 7-month of campaign of horror, kept reporting her to the police for things she hadn't done. And this poor young girl, who by the way was a glow up from you, far better looking than you'll ever be, what's it face, when he moved on and he was happy, she ended up taking her own life and leaving 2 girls behind. And not only are you so fucking sick, right, that you twisted this stuff, made up all this stuff she did to you. You know the one thing she did do to you? The one thing she did do to you after 7 months is she put a picture of you in a sexual position on Facebook because you kept sending it to her partner. And you got her done for revenge porn. Because you kept sending your fucking tuna canoe to her boyfriend, right? Dirtbag. Right? So then she put it on Facebook and you got her done for revenge porn. She thought she was going to go to prison away from her children. She offed herself, right? You're a cunt. An absolute cunt. Right? And you even recently, which I thought was so mad, you put up all Chloe's messages, right, as your green screen to shame her. And in every single message she was saying to you, he just wants to see the kids, he wants to take them to the farm tomorrow, and you were saying, you're ugly, you're disgusting, you're this, you're that. And as you put them up, I thought, is she trying to justify this? Because every single one of her messages proves that this woman was bullied by her. And recently you did the worst thing you could possibly do. You went to one of the Belfast Telegraph, I think it was, and you sold your story to them. And you made yourself the victim of Chloe. You made out that she had bullied you and then she had killed herself. And you know that's not the fucking truth. You know that's not the fucking truth. And I told you before, I've got the voice notes. I've got every single voice note from every single person that loved her talking about it, right? Because you put me in a position where I was like, what's gone on? What's happened in real life that she feels she can do this to me on the internet, right? I've never done that to no one. And the reason why you and Courtney sit so well together at night, Chaos and Mandra, is because you're all exactly the same type of people. Chloe was in her early 20s. She was beautiful. She had a 1 and a 3-year-old daughter, and her only crime was to be with the man that you liked, and he had had enough of your shit. He had had enough of watching his baby mama leave at night time to go and suck dick and fucking go on the crack pipe. That's the only reason you hate her. The only reason, because she was fucking beautiful. Chloe was beautiful, long brown hair, beautiful face, fucking awesome mum, and all she was trying to do was work going between you two to try and sort something out for your fucking kids. You scumbag. And that's why, and anyone who doesn't believe me, right, look at her behaviour, right? Look how she treats me. I went on the internet and that has nothing to do with her. Nothing to do with her. Never met her, never talked to her, never nothing. Look how obsessed she is with me for over a year. How do you really think she acted towards her ex's new girlfriend? How do you think she acted? Ask her the same reason why she put herself into a safe house with loads of different women, like a bit like a refuge wasn't, in Taunton, and she got jumped by women. Ask why she got jumped by the women, what she did. Ask her, right? Because they've all reached out. And that's not me reaching out to them. How would I know what women were called? That's because women have seen what you've done on the internet and said, did you know about this, right? Do you know about what happened, right? I'm glad they jumped you. Glad they did. If you're even 1% in real life, the cunt you are online, glad. No sympathy. Fuck around, find out. You act like a cunt all your life, that will happen, won't it? Ask me how many times I've been jobbed. None. Ask me how many people in my hometown hate me. None. Are there people like I don't say hi to in the street? Yeah, of course. Ask how many of them think I'm this and think I'm that. None. None. Do you know what I mean? Ask why when you went on to the spotted painting groups said, this woman, Hayley Comet, is on drugs. She shouldn't be with her kids. Why not one person, not one commented. One man who I'd never met said, clean hair, nice teeth, clean skin. What the fuck are you on about? Thank you, Kirsty. And you and Savannah went, she talks really fast. And they went, wow. Every other person, thanks, Kirsty, said, I went to school with her. She's nice, a family of good people. Knew her brother, knew us. Like, you're mental. You didn't get what you were looking for. And you still carried on. You tried to create a narrative to 5 of you bitches every single night. That I'm this and I'm that and I'm this over and over again, right? Because it makes you feel better about who you are. It makes you feel better about who you are. And if you could ever do anything to try and get at me, beat me, do anything, it would just mean moving on with your life. Doing something. Maybe do a live one day where you can get people into a live more than 12 without using my name. Make a video that gets over 100 views that's not about me. You're actually the most sad, pathetic, weirdest people in the world. And as you all sit there tonight even, know that all of us, including the whole TikTok, think you're fucking weird. Weird. Weird people. And if you hoped, Ginger Gemma, you'd ever do to me what happened to poor Chloe, fucking hell. Done bigger farts than you, dickhead. I still live to tell the tale. Thank you, Sunflower. I sat there listening to you all talk about me last night, and I thought, who else could leave domestic abuse, go into a floor in a refuge and build an empire of 300,000 people? Do you know what I mean? You can't touch me. You couldn't even touch me if you tried. You come to my front door, you couldn't touch me. You could make a video about me a day, you can't touch me. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Get 50 of you in there. Still wouldn't be affected. Still wouldn't be affected. Right, I'm going to have a vape break. Alexa, play Why Are You So Obsessed With Me? This is for you, Ginger. Now. Like I said before, you can't stop me. You can't top me. Queen of the crop me, yeah? So let's just leave it at that. Don't want to get hurt, pick someone else. Because I'll do it every single day if you want. We'll start the live and we'll just out more and more and more. But I tell you something. Chloe, you'll do anything for a fucking drink. You can't drink the bar dry. Do you know what I mean? Quick bye. Yeah, so literally. I'm not doing it, right? I literally get told stuff all the time. I get people reach out from hometowns. Can I tell you this? Can I tell you that, right? I've said nothing. I just collated and collated and collated, right? Thank you. I literally gather stuff. I'm a researcher, right? That's what I do. I research stuff. I add stuff. I literally see stuff and I know when I need to throw that bomb, right? Right? And I'll do it if I have to. But I'd rather just do my true crime. Do what I want to do. Be left alone. And do what I need to do. That's it. I build evidence. If people don't think that I have whole files on every single person, I've let you do stuff. I let you put out my address, put out pictures of my house, do everything. Don't think I don't have yours. I just respect your children more than you respect your children. I would never dox your children's address because I stand by what I say, safeguarding. I don't care what happens to you. I care about your children, right? So I would never. It was over 8 months ago when people sent me photos and stuff from the local area and I said, I'm not doing that. She's got kids. She's got babies, right? Don't think I don't know. I just got morals. Do you know what I mean? Same with Amanda. I would never have doxed your address. Never have, never would. Mini-Me used her business to put your address. And then her daughter, Danielle, the blind person that reads statements, she put it out. I didn't do it. I didn't do that. Do you know what I mean? But do you know what? I haven't fought back, right, Mamacita? I've left it, right? And I've even gone to the edge of like being a little bit like upset about it. Like I've been to that point, but I'm over that point now. And I wouldn't even send a glitter bomb. Do you know why, Jen? Because that's her children's safe space, right? That's where her children live. Her name is Barbara McMeekan, Ginger Gemini. That's her name. Right, I'll give you her name 5 times a day. I don't care. So her name is Barbara McMeekan. She goes by Tara McMeekan because she doesn't like to use Barbara anymore because she's done so many bad things as Barbara. So now she changed it to Tara. Sometimes she tries to use different things. Why do you think she's got multiple names? trying to outrun herself all the time. I'll catch you every time, right? So, yeah, like literally. Big Back Barbara, they call her. They call her Big Back Barbara, actually. Big Back Barbara. She said to me, but she was saying the other day about my weight. Did you see you in the christening photo? I thought, oh, wow, she's hired a bouncy castle for a child's fucking christening. You're stood there making fun of me. The day that you said you had all those red rashes all over your belly when you're going to my allergic smoke. No, you've been scratching, you fucking heroin addict. You've been scratching. You're a fucking cold turkey, Barbara. And you were literally there lifting up your top, scratching. And you were saying things about me. You're a fucking blimp. Do you know what I mean? I literally have self-respect for myself and my children, and because I don't feel good about my weight, I'm not getting my fucking gut out on fucking live while you talk about me. The christening day. I thought, is she the church or is she going in the church? If I put pictures up of you at the christening again. Go on. Fucking hell, where'd you get that dress from? Millets? Fuck off. Fucking looking at my weight. I could be 10 times bigger than you. And your ex is still saying, can you take me for a drink? Dickhead. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to message him later and go, I've been thinking about you. You've been running through my mind, boy. Fanny flutters. Yeah. Is she triggered? I don't know why you're so triggered. I don't know why you're so triggered. Taste your own medicine. She says she's upset because his victims. You're in the live. Upset because of his victims. He was your victim. And I don't say that easily, yeah? I say that because of what your own mother said, right? If you want to go there, right? Tell her why your mum doesn't speak to you, Tara. Even your own mum said you weren't the victim, so fuck off, right? I would never, ever go for someone's domestic abuse if they didn't play mine last night and laughed at it, right? They played mine and laughed at it, right? When I talked about, oh, I was so triggered, I just finally realised that this is gaslighting. You laughed at my kids and my trauma. That man is raising those 2 babies by himself because you killed his missus, right? And he's a good fucking dad. He works fucking hard and he provides more than most for those children. Now you're telling me that she is his victim and the courts have given him 2 little babies, 1 and 3 to raise. Fuck off. It's not always the right way. It's not always the right way, right? She has always lied. She lies about me daily. You've proven yourself to be a liar that I'm more comfortable now saying, nah, fuck off, you've been through shit. A woman who sits on a live yesterday playing my clip and laughing at my domestic abuse, you've never been through it. Never. So, never, right? I waited for, what, a year and a half to say this, Tara? A year and a half, and I checked everything out, double-checked everything. And I wasn't the first person to contact anything. People have watched what you've done online, and people have come to me. So, yeah, go for whatever you want. And you literally... Remember he who cast the first stone. You and Savannah reached out to Nick's mum, right? You messaged my mother-in-law, right? She ignored you because we don't do that in my family, regardless if we're still family or not. We do not ever do weird shit like that, right? So you didn't get a reply, right? You didn't get a reply. So you cast the first stone when you contacted his mum when she was in hospital and life support. Right? That's what you did, you and Savannah. So ever come to me and you'll go, oh, she contacted my abuser. No, he's not your abuser. No, he's not your abuser. You fled back to Northern Ireland so he can get legal custody of your kids, right? That's what you did. Because you know the decision had already been made by social services. So you went to Northern Ireland where you can't be touched right now, right? So don't go, oh, but, you know, you are the perpetrator. Same as you did it to Chloe, same as you did it to me, same as you did it to Chloe, same as you did it to Chloe, same as you did it to Corey, same as you did it to Luke's Judge, same as you did it to Torian. You victimise. You victimise. You victimise people all over. You can sit there today crying, oh, I went through this, No one believes you. No one believes you because you've proven yourself to be an obsessive, weird, psycho stalker, right? And... So there's a reason, Lulu, I can't explain the whole thing without showing stuff, and I'm not going to show stuff, but there is a reason why she went to Northern Ireland to get away from the situation, and now she's still not overly, she still has social service involvement, but that's nothing to do with me. As long as the kids are safe, that's fine. But you show yourself every time. And this is anyone who says anything about what I've said tonight, that you should have said something when she was doing this for over a year. You should have said this when she was making 5 videos a day, when she talks about me all day, when she does her lives. All I've done is put a little section out, right? Or a little section, right? And I can say what I want when I want because you started it. You've been doing it for a year and a half. I've been silent. I've had time off. I had a mental health break. I did all those things. And you still carried on. You still carried on every single day. So I thought, if she wants a reason to hate me, I'll give her one. So I did. So now you have one. Now you can carry on, and now I can see it thinking, oh yeah, she's doing that because she's really sad because me and Ty are going to bang. Right? So that's what I can see, yeah? I can go, look, she's really sad because her ex, obviously, once she went to the crack pipe, looked for something better, and he messaged me, that's cool. Right? So yeah, now you've got a reason to hate me, now you can carry on, whatever. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah. Probably get a Christmas card from us both this year. Hey Barbara, happy Christmas, love, Ty and Hayley. Yeah. You wanted it, right? You wanted it. You wanted to push. There you go. You play it every night. But when you play, you get nowhere. When I play for one night, I win. Checkpoint, game over. You're fucked. West side. Right, let's move on. Do you know what? Do you know what a winner I am in life, right? And I have to explain this, right? I went out for dinner tonight, right? I had fish and chips and curry sauce. I spilled curry sauce down myself, right? I wore a t-shirt where it blends in, right? I wore a t-shirt, look. You can't even fucking see it. The curry sauce is there, right? It's there on his cheek. It just goes with the yellow on the fucking t-shirt. You can't fucking beat me. I said to my mum, I spilled curry sauce. She said, where? I said, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I didn't have to change my t-shirt. Fucking hell. We designed the fucking t-shirt together. I just put another hue of yellow in. I mean, fucking hell. You know what I mean? You sit there every night with fucking white stuff all over your top that's falling out your fucking nose. And we see it. We just say nothing. I look at you, I think, oh, she's an addict in her kitchen. I feel sorry for her. You tried to put it on me, projecting it on me. She's on this, she's on that, she's on this. I wish I was. I wish I could do a line to make what you do easier to cope with. But I wouldn't come live if I did it because I wouldn't risk my kids. I wouldn't do it in my house around my kids. And if you want to go to that, we could both do fucking tests, can't we? Because I guarantee who will pass it and who won't. There's one of us sat here now talking to the camera. Clearly can be heard. There's one of us sat there going, it's not me, is it? Not me. Look like with your eyes half closed thinking put mascara on, no one can see what you're doing. Looking like yesterday you were straight eyed, say you got 2 bonk eyes, no one can see. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm all out of steam now. I feel like so much lighter. That night injection's working, man. 100% happy watermelon, right? The reason I see it is because I used to have it, right? And the reason I know, because I have anxiety and I have ADHD, the one thing I would never, ever, ever do is come live on TikTok, right? Because you would see it straight away. I'm already hyperactive. I say weird things. Can you imagine me on drugs on a live? Do you know what I mean? Can you imagine me sat here? I'd be doing true crime, but when she's talking now, come to anything to look into space, like. Do you know what I mean? Would you not see it? Go and look. Go over there now and watch her on live. Just go quickly. Watch her from the FYP. Go back and look at her eyes, please. Let me have a vape break. Some of you go and look at Ginger Gemini Barbie. She looks like she belongs on a Barbie. But go and have a look. Please go and have a look when I quickly have a vape and tell me how clear her eyes are. Ginger Gemini, you're hearing me, right? Look at the camera for a minute, darling. Just stop for a minute. Just look at the camera like this, right? Let's have a stare off. Look, I'm staring into your dirty ginger soul. Just stop, right? Look at the camera, please. Look at the camera, please, right? Please, someone send me a screenshot or something, right? Look at her eyes. She's gone off so you can look. You came off so we could see your eyes, you dickhead. You're a dickhead, dickhead. And she's telling me, right? She's telling me she's on nothing. She's on nothing. She ended the live so you could look at her eyes. Absolutely. It wasn't me, I think it was. Right? Do you know how paranoid she must be now that I've put the heat on her when she's on something? Do you know how bad it is when you're literally there at a house party and all of a sudden someone opens the curtains? It's morning, it's killing me! Fucking hell, imagine being in your 30s and do that with your kids in the house, dickhead. Most I've done in my house since I've lived here is a good old fashioned eye bath. When the kids were asleep, I think, do you know what? I want my eyes to be less dry. Do you know what I mean? Fuck off. How many times, right, have I been sat on live? How many times have I been sat on live and they've been going, look at us, she's off her head? Have I ever left her live? Have I ever left her live or I just carried on going? Because it's just ADHD. I love that, Harley, but you're absolutely right. How many times have you seen me leave a live because they're trying to make out I'm doing something I'm not? Never. Right? Can I ask one question? Was Courtney in the box tonight? Was Courtney in the box tonight? Was she? Because if she is round 2 tomorrow, it's just for her. Was she in the box? No, I didn't think she would be after yet earlier. She was in the box. Someone called Sunshine. That's Angie's ex-mod because no one likes her. Angie, Angie's mod who potentially had cancer. Well, isn't it her? Oh, that's Smiles, isn't it? Oh, don't worry about it. I'd still say it again. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll still keep going. I read it. Ginger Gemini start crying saying, I'm going too personal. I've only just started. Right? Do not mess with someone who has proven time and time again she will research the life out of things, right? I promise you now, if I go on anyone and I'm pushed outside of myself, because I'm not a bully, I'm not a horrible person, but if you push me to be the clapback queen, I promise you I'll do it so well that you feel my sandpaper chafing your ass for the rest of your life. I promise you. You have given me enough ammunition and I've listened to you say things about my children again and again. And as a lion, right, as a mother who will kill for her children, I bank it. Now it's erupted, right? And I ain't going to stop. Right? Every night we'll do it if we want. Every night. I'll give you a taste of your own medicine. But let me tell you something, right? For over a year, you've done it. I give you 5% of my wrath and you're crying. You're crying, right? You big baby. You're crying. You ain't too personal. I've not started. I'm not even started. I've got your family tree, bitch. Literally every single thing about you. And I won't expose your family. But I will tell you your whole timeline. Every little thing you've ever done. Every person you've hurt along the way. I have got a list of everything you've done wrong in life and everything you've done well. The only thing you did well was beautiful children. The rest, we'll go. Do one a day every day. That's the thing, Julie. That's what bullies are like, right? Let me tell you the psyche of a bully, right? Whether it's at primary school, secondary school, online, it's the same. Powerless people that hate themselves. Powerless people that hate themselves that are unable to do personal growth, right? They can't get out of the rut of who they are. So what they do is they attack other people to stop them looking at who they really are. And we see it at school, right? At primary school, we can spot it straight away. He's unhappy with himself. Something's happening at home. That's why he's putting it out there, right? But she is an adult, so she knows better, right? So instead of her doing any work to be like, actually, I want to do better, be better, which is what she could do. And I hope she does, because I hope she does that for her children. I hope that one day she goes, actually, I'm living for other people, whether I like people or not. I just want to be better for myself. I want to build an account for myself. I want to do something good. I'll support that. Women do support women, right? But women don't support skanks. And that's what she is, right? I'm sorry, a woman is not her. A woman is not somebody who spends every night online seeing who she can grind down. Now, let me tell you something. The reason I say this is because if I wasn't my mother's daughter, if I wasn't someone who mama didn't raise no fool, right? I'd be dead right now, right? Because of the intensity and the brutality of these bitches that has been on me every day. Regardless if I'm raising money for a child's autopsy, if I'm getting petitions for a domestic violence campaign, wherever I'm literally there getting signatures for Maya's campaign where they would all come in the live and she'd request the box just to sit there silently to make me feel horrible. The days that I was working on Taylor's case, so she would try to befriend Taylor's family and she'd be like, I'll share it on my Facebook. It's not even got one share to this day. She knew she couldn't do anything. She knew she didn't have the platform to do it, but she wanted me to feel under pressure all the time. She's lucky my little girls didn't find me dead in bed, man. Because I'm a woman who's already said several times, I'm coping for domestic abuse. I'm going through things. I'm trying to get over some of the triggers I've got. I've not grieved my relationship yet. I'm struggling. She still went every day because she hoped for my death. But what she doesn't understand is since I was a little girl, every single time I'm under pressure, I rise. So every single time we had no money, I'd make stuff for us. I'd make sure we got what we needed. I protected my siblings, right? When I was in a refuge, I made it a holiday for my kids, right? And every single time that we were there going back to this room with 3 beds, I made them feel like they were in fucking Narnia. And I've always done it, right? It's my absolute superpower. When I'm on the floor, when the worst happens, like yesterday or the day before, when I found out Nick was in a new relationship, it was hard for me. I'm like, this is my rebirth, man. He's not my problem. He's that bitch's, right? And now it's my time, right? I turn everything negative into a positive, right? So what she doesn't know, the woman in me, every night you go live about me, yes, I get sad. Yes, I get a bit It seems a lot. Inside I'm building, man. Inside I'm building every single day. And there's only so much that you can keep fucking loading bullets into me that I'm not going to go off and shoot you 160 times, bitch, till you're dead. Right? That's it. Right? So, can we also go back Hayley comment? It's how it is. The more you go live about me, the more I'll prove my strength, right? The more my army's got bigger. The more people I've seen what you're doing, the more people act protective of me. They went from liking me to loving me, right? Because of what you did. There was people in here that literally just come in a little bit and all of a sudden they're like, I need to check she's okay. I need to see she's okay. And these people started loving me and I started loving them back. And they said yesterday, like, she thinks some people in that room love her. I know they do. I know they do. Because even when I'm not live, I speak to these people. I get people reach out to me and say, do you know what, I knew something to you. Let me show you this photo of my family. Let me just tell you this. I had someone yesterday, I've got a birth book. We're going to write all these things about on my first child. Would you be in it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll write out this. I'm honoured, man. I showed my mom, I said, literally, I'm crying inside. Like, this baby, right? I get to write a message for the future for this baby, right? These people care about me, right? For the first time ever, I like myself. I love myself. I wake up and do good things. I've got purpose. You can't bring me down. I didn't go for 41 years of fucking shit for some twat on the internet. Thank you, G. Thank you, I love you. I didn't go through everything I went through to be weak. Do you know what I mean? You're literally Norris off of fucking Coronation Street coming up against Muhammad Ali. Fuck off. You're going to beat me. You think I'd kill myself over you? Maybe if I got close enough to your gingivitis fucking breath, dickhead. No. Every single time, I'll just grow. You're sat over there now crying, you went too personal. I don't give a fuck. You went live about me every day since 2025 April. Do you think one day I doubted myself because of who you are? I was just sitting there thinking, thank God, not fucking pathetic. Thank you, everyone. The only code I take is this, darling. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Thank you guys for the gifts. Every single time you go live about me, it makes me realise I'm so lucky not to be you. I love you, Ange. I would never, ever, ever, ever try to bring down another woman to make myself feel better. Even tonight, even though I'm funny as fuck, I'm the best. I win 100 times over. Thank you, happy woman. I don't feel good about doing this. I won't go to bed tonight and be like, I'm glad I do that. You pushed me to do this. Of course you can. I kept one once as a pet. It turned out to be a fucking Brillo pad. It was cheap to fucking keep. Do you know what I mean? Literally. It doesn't matter. I didn't want to do this. I've said to my mods over and over, trust me when I say, we've had material for about a 6-hour exposure ready to go for over 6 months. And it's my decision, right? And every day, no point, not doing it. Not going to clap back, not going to be like her. Not doing it. I've got photos, pictures, facts, I've got your life since you're an adult, mate. I've never wanted to do it. Never. I've got pictures of everything that you've put out yourself. I've collected it, right? Every single thing, every bad thing you've ever said I've got, right? I'm going to make a video. I didn't want to make you more famous, so I just said nothing. I don't enjoy being like this. Don't enjoy with any of it. But you pushed me, right? You pushed me to do it. You pushed me. And then when I did it, instead of rising up as my component, you actually, opponent. You are a component. You're a fucking tool. Instead of rising up, you cried. You fucking cried. Weak. You're weak. And that's why you're a bully, because you're weak. You sit on live every night talking about me because you know your own life ain't worth talking about. You know if you went live and told your story, no one would listen. Remember that night you said, look, I'm going to tell everything. 7 people you had in your life. 7. 6, 7, right? No one cared. You had 7 people and Amanda was 4 of them. Ghostbusters. Oh, Amanda's at the live. Don't care. Don't care. Thank you, Nina. Honestly, don't care, right? If Amanda's unhappy with what I say, tell her to lose weight, right? She's got a fat god, a fat ass, and a big back. Done. All the time she put me down. Amanda sat there with you laughing at weight the other day. I thought, Amanda, put your camera on, dude, Miss Piggy. Show her you. You got a picture of your fucking picture on your profile picture. That was you when you were 17. Show him who you are. Thank you, everyone, for the gift. Show him who you are. Show him your picture. Show him what you look like while you're calling me fat. I may be fat PH, love. You wish you were me. That's why you obsess over me. Yeah, I still want to go, Steve. I'm just enjoying it, man. This has been pent up. Oh, Steve. That's Amanda's other account. Amanda's other personality, Steve. Yeah, I'm not having a go at her. I'm not having a go. I'm telling her about herself. I'm replying to what she said to me since April 2025. She just didn't like it. Thank you, Bam Bam. Love you. I'm so sorry you missed the first part of it. I was like, oh my God, I haven't unblocked Bam Bam. Do you know what I mean? She does. She looks like the thing on Little Britain. Or that one. Man, it's a bum. Like, you've already had 12 cents, bought that one. Do you know what I mean? Done now. I'm done. I'm all spent. All that tension that's been in my shoulders for months is gone. I mean, pat my head in and rub my stomach now, look. Probably is. That curry sauce is legendary, isn't it? Fucking hell, I'm going to get ketchup and everything in a minute. Start rubbing it in. It is what it is, right? You actually pushed for what happened, right? You pushed for this. Now you got it. Right? You pushed for it, now you got it. Right? You've gone over and over and over, and too personal. You've gone for me every single day since 2025. You put my address out, you've gone for my dead father. Don't tell me too personal. You are lucky the day that you went for my dead father. I didn't start looking for your dead family members. I swear to God, I love my dad that much, right? That you're lucky I didn't come to North Island because I could afford a flight. You can't even go to fucking Costco, right? But I could have afforded the flight. You go for my dead dad again, I promise you. I promise you, right? Right? Luckily, you can't hurt dead people, right? You made AIs of my dead father dying, right? To trigger me, right? So don't ever tell me I've gone too personal, right? You called my 13-year-old daughter a tart, right? And said if she dresses like that, she will always try to get things from men. What, like you used to suck men off a rock? You're lucky you're breathing, right? I promise all of you. What are you going to do, Amanda? Run from me. Run from me. As you run, an inferno will light between your fat fucking thighs. Do not come for me, right? You're lucky when you put out my house with my 3 children in it, when you were literally making videos going, your house in the middle of your street, and you're on a live showing my address. You're lucky the people that live around me like me and my children, love me and my children, because there could have been a psycho, right? So when you sit there going too personal, I don't care. It won't even be too personal when I'm sat drinking cocktails with Ty, when I'm bent over and he's hanging out the fucking back of me. You went for my dead fucking dad, so it won't be too personal to me. And if you push me, I will meet him. I don't give a fuck, right? I don't give a fuck. It would never be too personal for me after you went for my dead father and my fucking children, right? So go, oh, it's too personal, too personal, too personal. What, I'm going to talk about you? Look at your behaviour, you scumbag. And I'm glad she's crying. I hope she cries more. I hope I really push her into crying. I don't care, right? I really don't care. She can take a long walk for all I care, right? Don't care. If every single person who meets you or comes into your crosshairs like me, you push and push and push like this, the next one who's not as strong as me, you're going to kill him, right? You're going to kill him like you killed Chloe, right? So don't think I'm worried about your feelings, your life, your nothing. I ain't, right? I am not worried one bit. What you do is on you, boo, because of your behaviour and who you are. I don't care. And if people want me to be here and be like all PC, like, I know I really care, I don't. I hope she's not okay. I'll be really honest. After what she's done to me, my family, my dead father, I hope she's not. I hope she's not okay. And I say that as a woman and as a mother, right? If you ever come to my door like you keep saying, I'm going to the fucking knife drawer, right? If you come to my home and my safe space for my children, promise you, right? You are never coming near my kids, right? Thank you. And I say that for any motherfucker who comes to my house in the middle of the night because they want to fight, they want to do this. I'm not a fucking scrapper. I'm a fucking mother and I'll protect my home. And I'll say that loud and proud. So all the time you're threatening, I'm thinking, come, fucking come. Yeah, and record that, take that to the police, Devon and Cornwall Police. I will stand my fucking ground law every single time that this fucking twat, who doesn't even have her own fucking full set of children, one she gave up for a crack pipe, if she comes to my house and my knowledge of her is she's not even safe to be around her own children, takes drugs, won't take her own child to the hospital when he's fractured his arm, and she thinks she's coming in my little babies, it's game on. Fact. Any fucking person, including their own fucking father, that comes here ever again kicking off, I'm taking out the game. Fact. Right? Fact. So yeah. And if you all come like you're saying, Courtney here, Amanda here, I'll take all down like fucking dominoes. Don't give a fuck. There you go. And do you know why I know you never will? Amanda, I know you won't because you haven't left the house since 1996. You haven't even gone for a wash. You know what I mean? Since 1996. You ain't coming to my house. You would have to buy 4 seats on an airplane to fit one of your thighs on. You ain't coming to my house. I would pay for your fare, but I'm not a fucking millionaire. So fuck you, ain't coming to my house. Do you know you're not coming to my house? Do you know what I mean? You're not allowed to take fucking crack rock on a fucking airplane. You come to my house. You ain't even coming. When are you going to ever have the money to come to my house? You can't even afford blue tack to put your kids' pictures on the walls. You've done it with bubble gum. You can't even afford fucking blue tack. How are you going to come to my house? Fucking chaos. XL bullies are banned in public in my street. What are you going to do? Fucking body like an XL bully, face like fucking bait, open the door. Do you know what I mean? What are you going to do? I'll tie you to the lamppost. Do you know what I mean? What are you going to do? I'll put you literally phone the RSPCA. There's a dog out here that's dehydrated. She's fucking, her jowls are going everywhere. What are you going to do? Courtney, you're pregnant. I'm not fighting a pregnant woman. Do you know what I mean? You're going to bring your boyfriend. I'm not putting him in Breakfast Club as well. I can't afford the bills. Do you know what I mean? What do you want me to do? I haven't got a Twitch room for him. I haven't got another game console. I'm not babysitting your boyfriend. Do you know what I mean? What are you doing? I'm not feeding your fucking toy boy. No, you can pay for his fucking crash. There you go, right? What do you want me to do? You have to leave at home watching Mr. Tumble. He looks about on that level. What's the nice body bag? What can I do? Do you know what I mean? You're going to have to babysit him. I'm not doing it. You're the nonce. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. And I said it. Yeah, I did. If a woman in her late 30s has, through grief, met her child's friend, who literally is about 18 years of age, and then moves them into a house and builds them a Twitch studio, that's noncery. Fucking, you got chaos over here saying black magic. You've got Courtney next to her doing noncery. Not even sorcery. Noncery. Do you know what I mean? You want me to apologise. You want me to apologise because you're sat with a woman who's dating an 18-year-old doing fucking... She's doing noncery building fucking Twitch studios. And you want me to apologise? She's pregnant with his baby. She's pregnant with his baby. She's got a gaming studio for sperm. And I'm the one that needs exposing. She exposed herself to an 18-year-old. He was in college. That's what his fucking LinkedIn said. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And I'm the one that's supposed to be exposed. For what? I'm sorry I'm normal. I'm sorry that literally I wouldn't. I'm sorry that I think for me as a woman who's around the same age as you, Courtney, anyone under the age of 35 would be far too young. I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing I've said on this live tonight that's been anything other than facts. That I've been watching for months and months and months and months where you've all done this slanderous shit and I've been sat here thinking, why, Hayley, why don't you just go live and say the truth? Thank you, Kirsty. Why don't you just go live and tell the truth so that absolutely people see who these people are talking about you? And I actually thought to myself, I could have done it in the beginning, but a cleverer person would just wait and play the waiting game, which is what I've done. We played a long game of chess. At the last minute, you've taken 160 moves and I've just come straight up to the board and gone, checkmate, right? That's what happened, yeah? You've wasted all your time playing this really, really long game. I've just waited, carried on getting paid, doing my case and stuff, and every single day to write down the things from the life that I needed to know, what you've said, the things you've done. Thank you, G. And then I've literally just worked to get it all down on paper, done. 3 notebooks full, done, ready to go, right? And every single time, one of my people have come to me and said, look, you need to go live, you just need to do it now. Go live, play the voice notes, you've got to play this, play it. I said, nah, it's not in my character, but I just want to do true crime, that's all I want to do. Don't want to do it. And they're like, yeah, but this may be the only thing that stops it now, you know that, right? No, I don't want to do it, it's not like me. I just want to do my true crime, I just want to make my money for my kids, man. That's all I said, right? I'm not strong enough, don't want this battle, I don't want this back and forth, just want to do what I'm doing, just want to be left alone. And then the other day someone said to me, right, it's all ready now, like you're ready to go. If you play the stuff you've got, people, she could get arrested for the stuff you've got. I've said, no, but I literally don't want to do that to people, right? I just want to do my true crime and be left alone. That's all I've asked for, be left alone, right? And they just kept going, right? This is, and I really hope she's quiet. I hope she has an awful night's sleep. I hope her mental health declines. I hope that she sits there every single day thinking, oh my God, I've just wasted a whole year. I could have done amazing things, gone on holiday with my kids, made scrapbooks, done memory things. And I hope that she sits there and then she adds up all the time she's done to other people in her life and just thinks, oh my God, I've wasted half my life being an absolute cunt. I really hope she does. And I hope she cries every morning when she wakes up for breakfast. I hope she really struggles with stuff. And I hope that leads her to change her way, become a better mum, better person. And this time next year, she's doing way better. That's what I hope. Sharice, I thought about it, right? I thought about it. Do you know one of the reasons I don't go to the police overly, right? Because I could, right? Thank you, Ruby Rose. Is because I cover cases where domestic violence and women don't get heard. I cover cases where the police aren't even able to do the job that they've got. So I feel like going to the police, trying to collect all this data and go for all the correct things and be like, this is this, this is this, this is this. When I'm not sat there collecting data like that, I don't record every live. I don't do weird stuff like that. I'm busy. I've got a life. So I've never really wanted to do that. I also don't want to get arrested when she's got children. I don't want her to be in a situation. I know that sounds awful, right? But I don't give a fuck about this woman, right? I don't care if she dies. I'll be really honest, right? After what she's done to me, I don't, but I care about her kids. I care about them. I hope they're good. Well, like, none of my business, but I hope they're okay, right? So I just don't want their mum to be arrested when she's a single mum. I don't want all that. And that's why I've kind of put it off. That's why several times I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to, you know, if someone come to my house and arrested me in front of Tory, right, she'd be devastated, right? She wouldn't forget that, even though it'd be all fine. In the I just couldn't, right? I couldn't. But if I'm pushed to it, like I've got it all. Do you know what I mean? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave it. We're going to talk about the Anne Widdecombe stuff I've got to talk all about, right? She's going to crash out, and she's going to lead to her crashing out for a couple of days and that. And I'm just going to let the whole internet watch her. We just do our own thing, because she's going to get worse and worse and worse, and they're going to feed her and feed her. What she doesn't realise, and I don't know if she does realise this because she's a bit thick, every time that the FYP or whatever highlight what she's doing, Paula goes quiet, Amanda leans back, Courtney goes, I'm no part of it. They all let her play the downfall. And the reason why, and I've had this conversation with Minnie Me and that before they all went over to her, because they said to me, like, no matter what, even if you unmodded me, I would never be as pathetic as her. I'd never do it. I'd never sit with her. She's a fucking freak and all that, right? And then I realised Minnie Me is a very manipulative person, so is Sophie, right? So they'll go and sit in her live, because no matter what they do, no matter what they say, the only one who ever pays for it is her, right? So the only one who gets dragged all over this app is Ginger Gemini, right? Sophie doesn't. No one knows who Sophie is. No one cares. No one cares about Amanda, Paula. The only person who pays every day for what all of them collectively do is her, right? And that's how stupid she is. That she surrounds herself with people that are using her consistently. Ask why Sophie never goes live on her own platform and goes for me. She's too weak. She couldn't, right? Ask why Amanda never goes live on her platform. Because she doesn't want to take the shit, right? Ask why they only ever use her platform to do the weird shit. We'll go to her house, the hammered, we'll do this, we'll do that, right? Right? Ask why they use her platform. Because they don't care about her. They don't care, right? If I said to one of my mods now, get in the box, right? And go for someone you don't like on this app, every single one of them say, I respect your platform too much. Even Holly, right? Holly is very reactive. Holly would go live instantly on her own account. She'll go, I'm not doing it on yours. Not doing it on yours, right? The same as even Alex Brigham isn't my best friend or whatever, right? But he'd say, I'm not doing it on your platform. Now you've worked too hard for yours. I'll go on mine and do it. But no one would do it on my platform. No one on this app doesn't like me enough. Even Corey will behave himself on my platform. Because that's a respect, right? Whether people are my friends, whether people are just like associates, no one would do it to each other. No one. They'll all do it to her. So while she's live, in there now with Chaos, Amanda and stuff, just know, Ginger, they don't give a fuck about you. Their group chat they're all in is about me, right? I've seen the title of it and everything, right? They're all in a group chat and they go, good morning, and then talk about me all day. That's not a friendship. That's fucking joint enterprise stalking, you fucking freaks. Yeah, but Harley Bob, even you, right? You wouldn't bring anything about Melon or anyone over to my platform. You never would, right? We don't talk about offline like people think you come to me about stuff. You don't. You would never, right? Because you would do it on your own platform. It's a joint mental illness, right? But I do believe in some places, right? Like with abusers and stuff. If they go into Ginger Gemini's box, no matter what they do, she always looks worse, right? She always looks worse, right? Because she's proper, she can't hold it in. She's proper mental, right? So they all just like, wait. And the day it all goes really bad, where the whole internet is like, what is she doing? What's she doing? What's she doing? Like the exposure that's coming from one of the big creators this week, which I'll be camping, by the way. They said, I don't want to talk about anyone else. I'm only going to expose this person, right? Because she's getting at other people on the app as well. And they didn't know who any of the other people were. Because they don't. They don't care. These people are using her to get their hatred at me through her, right? Even her own friends are using her. It's mad. Mad. Mad behaviour. And she sits there thinking she's important, or like, I finally found my people, like, thank you to my mum and dad and God. You're all co-joined by a obsession with me, a jealousy. That's not friendship. That's weird. Weird. That's like my mods and me all being friends because we all don't like a TV programme. And all day we just go on about like we hate EastEnders and stuff. Like, that's weird. That's like being in in the other way round fan club. Weird. And every night, most of you tuck your kids in bed, and your kids are at school in the day, and you're like, don't bully, don't be racist, don't be this, don't be that, don't be this, don't hurt people's feelings, kindness, treat other people how you want to be treated. You put them to bed, and then you get on the internet and you try and tear a woman down. You could never do it. You never do it. You couldn't even hold each other up to go against me. You could never. It's like, yeah, Gogglebox on me every night. Fucking weird people. And the really sad thing is, the saddest thing for Ginger Gemini is after a 1.5 hate campaign, she hasn't even knocked me. She hasn't knocked me. She hasn't knocked me down. She hasn't stopped me. I haven't left TikTok. Even when my account came down yesterday, do you think I went, oh, fuck this, I'm not going live for the night? We moved to 2 separate accounts. We restarted 4 times, but I still showed up. Because I was showing up in here for you guys. I wasn't showing up for her. I wasn't showing up to spite her. I was happy to see you guys, and we were still talking and vibing. So it didn't matter what she was doing over there. I could have, like, even when I couldn't put a gift up yesterday, couldn't get gifted, couldn't get anything, I still showed up. It'll be Gobblebox. Stop. BOF that night. I'll be live, just not on here. Oh God. I'll still show up. I said to my mom last night when I come off, like, I love that live. I love seeing everyone again. Like, I'm on such a high from speaking to everyone. It was so nice. Like, literally, I was so happy to be live. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning just watching mad clips because I couldn't sleep. It was like seeing all my friends again. Like, literally, it was like I've been sad for days, and then I'm in that situation again where, like, you should have gone live on the first day you were really sad and you wouldn't be sad anymore. You know what I mean? They're your people. It just I was happy. Look how hyperactive I am today. I literally permanently lost 16 stone of pure shit when Nick went permanently yesterday, which was really good. Moved on. She's gained 16 shit. I lost it. 16 stone, which I couldn't afford to carry. And tonight I just feel so like, do you know what I mean? And I've got a drinks date. That's a lot. Someone must really like you to drive from Taunton to Payton. Do you know what I mean? So sweet. She's lucky I'm not a proper bitch. She's lucky that in my head all I kept thinking is, he's touched her tuna canoe. I know, I just couldn't. I couldn't. Oh, if you handed me a drink, I'd be like, those fingers have been in that puss. I couldn't go anywhere near. I couldn't. As he's handed me a drink, I'd be like, he's a really nice bloke. Unfortunately, I just can't. Oh, actually, I couldn't. You know what I'm like? I can't even hide nothing. He'd be like, do you want to eat anything? I'd be like, what have you eaten before? I do, you know what? No matter how much I do clapbacks, right? I could never ever go and meet someone just to spite someone else. Never. For a photo op or for a joke, I could never ever put him through that. He's lost so much. And honestly, he's a really, really good guy. He's raising 2 girls. He's working very hard. He's a very nice guy. I've got a lot of respect for him. It's a shame that he had to meet her and his life has been so bad because of her. I would never. I say it because it's funny, because it's annoying her. I would never do anything to that man or to those children. Like, honestly, I wish him the absolute best. He's a real nice guy. Real nice, a good looking guy as well, to be fair. Don't know how she did it. Yeah, good nice looking guy. You know what I mean? But I'll I would never. Yeah, honestly, I'm working full time and stuff, literally. An amazing person. So yeah, big up Ty. And this is off the back of her the other day, like saying his name was something else, but still naming mine, my ex. Well, you could talk about my ex all you want now. He's met someone else. Do what you want. Do your worst. Do you know what I mean? Help me. No, I'm joking. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? He's not my responsibility anymore. I'm not even going to have a conversation with him for him to say, oh, apparently this was said about me on TikTok. I'll go, oh, well. I got my own shit, man. Do you, boy? Yeah, not asked. Can't believe she cried and said I got too personal. I only even started. I love you, cheese love. Like, I even started. I'll make you cry every night if you want, right? I let you take all the shots, right? You know when it's the thing where, like, you let a kid punch you 100 times, you don't move, right? And you're like, you get a head start. You've had a head start, you slow bitch, right? You've had a head start for over a year. And I took the shots, just kept moving. Right? Now it's my turn. Do you know what I mean? My turn. What you do is set Amanda on me, the human fucking sloth. I better, yeah. Yeah, for anyone who thinks like tonight's not very becoming of me, it's not, is it, right? It's not nice, right? It's not becoming of me. But it's been a long time coming. A long time coming, right? And I fought it, and I thought, no. But at the same time, right, I thought to myself today, I thought, like, I always speak up for the victims, right? I've shouted in cases before. I've shouted to Brian down, I've shouted people down, I've said, like, no, right? No, like, this is not happening. And I'm not going to stand up for every victim in the world, shout and scream and do everything, but then let myself be victimised over and over again, right? It's not the way of me, right? And in real life, I'm the same. I'm the nicest person, right? Until you keep pushing me. And when it's coming to the fact where I think like you're getting a mum down, the mum in me, and it may be impacting my kids, and I swear to God, right? I'll rise up. I'll go from being like the Miss Marple in me to being the Tupac Shakur in me. Do you know what I mean? I will literally become gangster so fucking quickly, and I'll find it hard to break out of that because my mum really didn't raise no fool. I was raised on the streets of the council estate, right? And you're not going to make me forget that. I'll always be humble to the fact that I'll scrap if I have to scrap. We'll fight if I have to fight, right? And I will go hard all day, every day if I have to, right? And at the end of the day, I'll still go home and say, Mum, what's for tea, right? I'm not asked, right? I don't listen to gangster rap because I'm a pussy. I didn't literally go to the streets at one point taking street drugs and hanging out before I had kids because I was weak. I was hanging out with the worst of the worst, right? And I've always held my own. Always held my own. And I've been honest ever since I come on TikTok. We talked about, you know, I had this addiction before, this eating disorder before. I've been through this domestic. I've told everyone everything, right? I have ADHD, so I'm too honest. So you're going to find anything in my closet. Everything you'd want to know about me, I'll answer, right? Never hid anything from anyone. I've said things that don't make me look good. I've talked about addiction from years and years before I had the kids. The kids saved my life the day I had Tegan. I went home, I didn't do it anymore. Thank you, Bam Bam. Yeah, I fell off the wagon before when my dad died. I've talked about it. I've told you. So there's nothing that you'll ever say. And when I had the time, when twice I took it when my dad died and I was so sad and I wanted to die, thank you, Shady, my mum knows, my sister knows, because I phoned them and said I don't want to be here anymore. And I've done this and my family got me help and I never did it again, right? And I'm not too ashamed to say that when my dad died and I watched him die, when I turned off his life support and I'd only just given birth and my emotions were all over the place and then COVID fucking started, that I took it twice. Yes, I fucking did. But again, drug of choice was amphetamine. Speed, it wasn't cocaine. Dickhead, right? So, do you know what, Chaos, right? I'm going to be really honest. You keep trying to get hold of me on Instagram. It's getting embarrassing now. Yeah, I would fart on your tits if your tits weren't so fat they're flopped down either side of you. Okay, you look like a motherfucking flump. And while you sit in boxes talk about me every single day, looking like you literally have a stinging nettle in your fucking fat gob, right? People are looking at you wondering why you're wearing talcum powder on your face because you can't afford fucking foundation. So you keep sending me, oh, you won't answer me because you're a gobshite. I won't answer you because I don't answer the phone to fucking women that look like flumps, okay? If you want to phone someone for a chat, phone your crying friend Barbara McMeekin or Amanda the fucking potato cake, okay? And I don't care if you blocked me or I blocked you. Either way you want to be me so much you'd like to wear my skin. Marilyn Manson looking motherfucker. Right, sorry. Fucking weird. Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell. It's just translating my message. I'm going to screenshot because it's the best thing I've ever said. That's a keeper. And do you know what? I'm going to release it myself on my story. You're not outing it before me because that's funny as fuck, right? Oh God, my dad gave me my comedy and my mum gave me my fucking intelligence. I'm dangerous! Just a quick question though. Are XL bullies not banned in your area then? Just a quick question though. Are XL bullies not banned in your area then? Oh, today's been so fun. Literally. I'm going to leave it open as well. I hope she voice notes me back. I'm going to phone the dog catcher tomorrow and say, look, you've got an XL bully, right? And I don't know what it's been bred with, man. Fucking Nessie, right? Someone wants Brendan XL Bully with a woolly back, right? And at this point, we need to be really careful. They'll go, do you know who its owner is? Big back fucking Barbara McMeekin, I think. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Imagine messaging me again. P.S. You didn't block me. I don't give a fuck, right? Oh, you're the winner then. If I didn't block you, you won. You won the whole fucking game. Do you know what I mean? I looked at her profile on here and I thought, I'm not even going to war with this woman, man. I looked at her and I thought, fucking hell, she gave that fucking put a spell on you. She probably has got a voodoo dog, by the way. Luckily, fucking Amanda at it before she's doing it to it. It's been so fun. When you say stuff that you wanted to say for ages and you just rant and rave, then afterwards you feel so at peace. I feel like a human joss stick, right? A Vauxhall Corsa red. I feel like a human joss stick, like someone burnt me. The room smells all nice, so I'm just like, let me just fall out of the ashtray now. I'm done. My light's gone out. Do you know what I mean? I love the beach, but Sharice, I went to the beach once today from 10 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock, right? And then I went back at 5:30, about 5:30, 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock for dinner on the beach and like no swim. But absolutely shattered. Between that, I've done 2 lives, had a fucking 7-hour rant, made someone cry that I wanted to make cry for a really long time. The reason I say that is because I think crying sometimes can bring about reflection. When she's laying there feeling really sorry for herself, feeling really embarrassed, hopefully she's in the group chat saying, do you know what, this isn't working for me anymore. Like, if this is how this feels, I don't want to do it anymore. But I know she hasn't got the empathy. Sorry, Sharice. I know she hasn't got the empathy to see what she did to me tonight and then me do it back and her be like, I'm just going to move on because she's malicious. But, I'm ready for her tomorrow as well. Now we're playing rounders. I'll step up to bat every day. Do you know what I mean? I'm ready for my next turn. Cheers, Kirsty. They'll all be in a group chat now. And that Chaos, who, by the way, no one likes. None of them like Chaos. You can tell by the way they talk to her, they don't like her. Because she's literally one of those people, like... She's like, when you go into a room and you put candles on, it's like talcum powder flavour. Do you know what I mean? That really, really nice smell of talcum powder, like newborn babies. Like, she walks in and guffs. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of person Chaos is. All day you can just smell her arse cheeks. None of them like her, but they think, like, because she's a bit of a weirdo, they'll put her in a group. Do you know what I mean? She literally is, she's just disgusting. So she'll be in the call and she'll be going, we're not going to let her get away with this. They'll be like, all right, Phil. She'll be like, I'm not doing it. She'll never get one over on me. Oh, shut up, Kale. They're just a group of really horrible people, and I think it's really embarrassing for that age. Do you know what really strikes me, right? On social media, even my Facebook, I'll tell the truth, right? I use a Snapchat filter. I'm not going to go on Facebook and take a picture of myself like this now when I'm knackered. I use a glow up filter, yeah, and then I put it on and I look nice down the beach or whatever, right? If that was your best picture on social media, if that was the one you want to be your Facebook profile picture, it's the one you want to be... if you want that to be your profile picture and everything, like, what is it like in real life? Because you can't dress up a turd, right? That's what my mum always used to say. You can't dress up a turd. You can't. You can put all the red lipstick on you want. You can put 60 layers of talcum powder on your face, which she obviously has. You cannot. I've never seen human haggis before. You can't. And it's nothing to do with the gothic thing, the dark hair, the makeup. I think some women look beautiful. I think the gothic period is a really, really, really artistic, beautiful period. But you can't dress up a tad. You just can't. And now messaged me again. I'm not going to listen to that voice note. Because I don't want to listen to you. This is her thing, right? The bitch. The cynic. The one who burns under a crescent moon. Pro-gammon strangler. What's a gammon? What's a gammon strangler? Right? The gammon strangler. Semi-pro adult. 50% namaste. 50% go get fucked with a bat. What's a gammon strangler? What is that though? What is that? A gammon strangler. I love this, right? This smart ass here, right? I'll just go quickly because it's very funny. So earlier, Amanda yesterday was like, she's still got me as a mod, right? She's still got me as a mod. What's what I'm going to do? So I just quickly stopped her, right? Being a mod. She's left me from years ago following her on Instagram, and then she unfollowed me because she thought then I look bad. Then you left your profile open. What's going on there? You show pictures of me every. What's that? Why have you stopped brushing past there? Why do you only brush them two? Why? So you left your profile open because you wanted me to be like embarrassed that only I follow you, but I'm not. My smooth filter's working wonders on you, but why is it that? I know why you're friends with Ginger Gemini now. What's that? What is that? Look at the green thing in the teeth. Why wouldn't you even brush your teeth, you dirty skank? You know what I mean? You went from one thing on my social media where I'm like that. I'll show you me when I was 19, when I was drunk, that my eyes had gone funny. That's me when I was 19. You might find that things like that on social media where I'm more like, my eyes have gone to different fucking locations because I have too much body. You'll find stuff like that where you're like, where's she looking? Well, I in fucking Egypt, well in Mexico, I'm drunk. Good night that night. I mean, oh, mamacita. You know what I mean? You might look at you like a nice rack. Do you know what I mean? But not nice rack while your eyes in are up. But you're not going to do anything else. It was a good night that night, actually. I was out with my siblings. So you left me following you so I could access. Like, weird. Oh, look. Look at her toes. I'm glad you left me. I've got curry sauce under my fingernail there as well. I had a good day on the beach. I've got curry sauce under my nail, look, before they highlight it. Look at her Crocs. You got... How old are you? She's got a man, because she can't spell her whole name. Duh. Amanda. The rest of it is duh. Right, okay? Got given a pair of Crocs. I decided that I would decorate them. Oh, look at these little charms. What are you trying to attract here? Oh, poor fucking cat, man. What's going on? Is that a cat on your head as well? Oh, no, it's your hair, sorry. Should go anywhere. That backfired, didn't it? Because you've been trying to get to my social media for a long time. Better not see anyone complain they can get flowers Valentine's when you've all been singing about buying your own for 2 weeks. All right, Bruno Mars. Jesus Christ. You can't even buy your own because you spend all your money on food. Nala my cat helping me crocheting. Did it though? Did it really though? Does your cat really crochet? Or you make an Instagram page just to be a cunt waffle? Because I've never seen a crocheting cat before. This is a woman that sits there mocking me in boxes. Wish I looked like this 100% of the time. Filters are so scary, but filters really suit you. She buys a lot of trainers for someone who doesn't leave the house. There's always people out there, they collect loads of trainers but never go out. Those like really slow ones of her stroking her cat like that. Why have you made that into a video? Why? Oh, that's so strange. Why an Instagram video though? Why do you want to capture that? That's really made me uncomfortable. Cat's bad enough as it is, but you just started stroking it. Oh, that's nice. That's how she presents to me when she's in the boxes talking bad shit about me. This was when Valentine's night she was just staying with Mum. That's when Mum asked her to do the dishes. And she was just like, no. Just dressing up for the front room. That's brave though. Just like literally one man party. It's always good. Yeah. Everyone enjoyed that. Yeah. Oh wow. All that time that your mum asked you to put your clothes away. That's nice, Amanda. That's probably my favourite picture of you, actually. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. So yeah. So yeah. I just need to screenshot these my awareness slide because otherwise she'll try and block me out. I need that. Best time of year has arrived. Halloween. I wonder Halloween's your favourite night. Well, the witches come out. Wee work selfie from my bedroom. What, from a job you've never had? Weird. A wee work selfie. Wow. Mad. Over 2 weeks of January gone, not lost any weight. I didn't learn anything. Haven't saved any money and I'm still ugly. She posted that herself. I'll look in a minute. Over 2 weeks of January. Not lost any weight. Didn't learn anything. Haven't saved any money. I'm still ugly. That was 2021, and now it's 2026. Maybe just get a new resolution. Really happy lately. This is one of these lessons. The only lesson in this, right, is make sure your own shit doesn't stink before you go at someone every single day. Make sure your social media is perfect, very visual, absolutely. Exactly, Crazy Six Cool. Right? These are the people that have mocked my weight, my looks, my domestic abuse, my dead family members who made videos of my mum, who have called my children names, who have lied. They put my address all over the internet. She's gone into lives where people have been talking shit about me, said I can get you her address because she's had it as my mod. Like, this is a woman who's actually done a lot of bad shit. And meanwhile, you've been like, you're literally having Halloween parties in your bedroom. And you're posting pictures of, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just mad to me. I feel got everything I need now. I heard her say on a live the other day, I was still a mod on one of her accounts, and she's on follow back on Instagram. Thanks. Amanda was my mod for about 6 months. Lots of things kept coming up. Her snapping at followers, her getting weird about who I like better out of the mod team. If Ellie come in and I was like, oh Ellie, where have you been all day or whatever, she'd be like, she's your favourite. Ellie's the favourite. Then her and a mod called Jojo and another mod, not very nice people, they got into a group chat and they were slagging off Ellie, who at the time was like, how old was Ellie at the time? 23? And they were like, oh my God, Ellie's the favourite. Oh, literally, I can't even be in the live anymore. It's like teacher's pet. It's so strange. And one of my mods, I won't name them because I love them to death, but these same group of people, some of the mods had agreed to meet up and to go and see each other. They all live in a separate part of the country. So the mod, my lovely mod, had bought them birthday presents, had been so kind to them. And then the day before they due to meet up, they said, we don't want you to come, by the way. And I'm like, fuck off, you're not doing that to my mod that I love. Imagine that you've taken gifts off her, she sent you presents, she's remembered your birthdays, and you all sit there being bitches in this little group chat. And I modded all of them. I don't do shit like that. I'm not having people. When you're Ellie's drunk one, Chloe's the other drunk one. When we have someone who Ellie's 23. Ellie's like a baby sister to me, right? Ellie, I'm protective of because she is nearly 20 years younger than me, right? She's like a daughter or like a little sister, right, to me. So when you're sat there as a late 40s, early 50s, and you're slagging off this young girl who would bend over backwards for me any single day, right? And there was a reason why I asked Ellie to do stuff like with true crime stuff. Ellie's got a good brain for research for true crime, right? So where other people are like doing this, doing that, Ellie's like, I'm at home with the kids are in bed, I've got 2 little ones. Can I find this for you? Can I do this for you? Like, can I find that video clip for you? I've seen something really good. So I'd be like, yeah, I'll get it together. We'll talk about it in Adriana's live. She had a real eye for Adriana's case, right? That's how I met Ellie, Adriana's case. So she started doing loads of stuff and they were like, well, I want to do something. And I'm like, you don't need to because Ellie's got it, right? I've got loads of mods, right, that aren't particularly good at true crime, right? I'll be really honest. They're kind, compassionate, they're caring people. They may be good at editing stuff. They may be good at finding stuff. They may be good at changing stuff. They may be good at answering back to followers. Not everybody, because it's a true crime platform, has an eye for research. Not everybody's watched every true crime documentary. Not everybody knows what every case I'm going to talk about. I have certain mods like Elaine who know everything about true crime like me, right? So Elaine, if I say to her, what's that case? She knows the case, right? If I ask Lulu something, she's going to know something completely different. If I ask Jacqueline something, she might be like, well, I don't know about that, but I know this, right? And I've got Louise, who's brilliant at other things. I've got this massive group of people who know loads of different stuff, right? There's certain mods that I know if I need something done, like pictures, AI, I'll go to Kira, right? If I need someone to edit something or I need someone to talk about because I'm falling apart inside, I'll go to Lee, right? So there's loads of different people I'll go to for different things, like in any friendship group, right? There's loads of people that someone will come in and go, how do you do this, right? And I'm normally one of the people go, I've got no fucking idea, Mel. How am I supposed to do that? Like, I've got no technical ability, right? And they laugh at me. They'll say, like, you can't do that, can you? I'm like, no, Ellie, I can't. Can you do it for me? So there's loads of different people in different roles. But Amanda wanted to be the only role. So Amanda wanted to come to me and say, but I told you I've got loads of time. Yeah, but you don't know how to do what we're doing. And also, you're in groups slagging people off. And I've always said, if I caught any mods sat in little groups being horrible at other mods, I'd be done. Like, we're not a school. Like, if someone come to me and said, oh, this person's doing my head in today, I'll say, well, she might be having a bad day, just give it time. Like, you know, there's definitely mods that have not got on at times. I've said, I'm not getting in the middle of it. I'm not your boss. Like, we're all friends. Like, sort it out. Like, why are you coming to me about it? The same as like some days there's there's little kickoffs, yeah. Like some days, right, we'll argue over football, we'll argue over this, right? And I'll think, you sort it out. I'm not getting involved, right? Why do I get involved in everything, right? And there's other days when I'll have a snap at someone and I'll get out, and then later someone like Kira or Lee will come to me and be like, "Are you all right now? You're a bit snappy this morning." So yeah, so that we all work. There's days when I'll go to Ellie and go, "Oh, that person's doing my fucking head in," right? Because we're friends, right? But there's not times where we sit there, or we're going to take presents off people and take birthday presents and then go, oh, we're all going to meet up, but you're not coming. Like, it's horrible behaviour. And I was like, fuck off, right? So, you know, I'll never say my team are perfect, right? My team aren't spiteful. If I had bad people behind me, they would have pushed me for this live a long time ago, what I did today. You would have seen them saying, oh, I sent you this on WhatsApp, I got this, play this, right? The only thing I've been sent on WhatsApp today, be careful, you're going to get banned. Hayley, you've just said this word, you shouldn't have said that word. I've not had anyone pushing me, jeering me, sending me stuff. Like, my mods know when I come off, I'm going to be like, did I go too far? Like I did earlier, like, did I say too much today? And they'll be like, nah, you've been pushed to it, or, you know, you shouldn't have said that, or whatever. They don't treat me like I'm made of glass, like, oh, that's so funny. Oh, that was so funny. Do you know what, right? Once, I'm going to tell you this because I don't give a fuck. Once there was Amanda did a live, right? And she fell asleep on the live. And just one legend, I know, I'm not even going to say who, screenshotted it, just thinking, when she was still on, so did you see her asleep on the live last night? So when she's talking about me, and again, you can see the teeth have got worse and worse, right? Yeah, I'm the one on drugs. You know what I mean? I am. Apparently. She looks like, don't she look like Gru from Minions? I spell children. I spell children. Yeah, don't spell my children, you little fuck. Yeah. That was about 2 years. I forget all these things I have in my arsenal and some of the things I've got in my arse. No, she looks bold in that picture though. Do you know what I mean? I just saw that picture on my phone. I thought, literally. Weird. That's what I mean. Grew. Despicable Me. Oh, so literally, and this is what they've done to me for the longest. I love him. I was teaching you about I smell children. What do you see? Do you see? All you people staring at me on my music box. I love that film. Do you know what I mean? It's just how it is. It's just that's why I know I've got a good team around people. I've got all you guys around me. Like, I'll get off live today. I'll have a little giggle. I'll come back on live tomorrow just stronger because I feel like I've got it all out of my system. They'll come on live still like twitching about it tomorrow. They'll be literally so triggered. I won't wake up tomorrow in a bad mood. And if tomorrow they never went live about me again, I'd never mention them again. Still, it's not in me to keep hold of things like that. There's so many lives where people talk about Ginger Gemini that I never jump in a box. Never jump in a box, never go, let me tell you. Oh, while you're talking about it, let me say this, right? Never do. When do you ever see me do that on the app? I don't need to. I've got my own platform. When have you ever seen a live about me which she hasn't got involved in? She can't help herself. She can't help herself. I've always said, if there was a live in Alaska about me, she'd find it. She'd find it. There could be 5 TikTokers I've never, ever, ever been heard of before on UK TikTok. There could be only 2 viewers. She'd still find it. She'd still find it. She's obsessed. She absolutely cannot live without me. It's just weird. But, you know. And you say to everyone to never defend me. Yeah, I've always said to everyone, I've said there's 3 or 4 people who have got in boxes who've tried to defend me, and I've messaged them saying, please don't do that. Because you'll become a target of these people. You literally, please don't. She even said it before, Lisa. She got in a box once. She started talking about me. The people said, look, I don't want to talk about Hayley in here because you are actually a freak when it comes to that. It's too much. And she goes, yeah, I'm not talking about her anymore. Like, I've decided I've said everything I need to. She went straight back on her own live and started doing it about me. But as soon as someone said to her, like, nah, it's a bit weird what you do all the time, she goes, no, I wasn't going to do that, even though she'd already started. And she goes, I've decided not to do it anymore because she realised how ridiculous it looked. Then she went straight over and started talking about me. To be aware of something like that, like when people call it out, I'm sure at some point there will definitely be people who've got clips from this tonight. She'll put things up because she'll be like, I want to expose just little things she said, like when I said I'm going to date her ex-boyfriend. That's why I always clap back like I do, because I've never seen a clapback video of me where I thought, oh my god, you look horrible. It always makes me giggle. It always, I know, I watch my clapbacks back because I know I've got no malice in them. I know I never go for innocent people. I've never used my big platform to make people feel singled out or small. I've never ganged up on people. I've not jumped in boxes. I've even had other people call me over to live and say, can you just get up and can just say that this did happen? I've said, no, I'm not doing it because I'm Hayley Comment on this app, right? Whether I was Hayley, Alex, Corey, Misread, whatever, there is a power imbalance because we have big platforms. So if I get into a box and I start saying this happened, that happened, there's a weight that's carried with it, right? Because I bring with me the comments. So I'm always very careful. Like I said earlier on, I've not reported her for certain things because I think about her children when she doesn't. There's always times where I think, like, if I jump in a box now and start going at somebody who's got 1,000 followers, the comments are going to start saying, oh yeah, fuck off, you did. And it's not fair. I've never used my platform like that. Never. I've never got into a fight that's not mine, an argument that's not mine to have. I just hold back. I have people like Canadian Angie, they go at me for a couple of days or whatever. I'm like, oh, fuck off. I mean, I'll sleep with Ricochet. I just joke. Like, to be fair, I couldn't have sex if I wanted to. I don't even remember how to. But I'll say it for a joke. I'll pop into Levi some nights and go, he'll be playing Canadian Angie, and I'll go, Ricochet is peng. And I'll just leave. Last time Levi went, you haven't even seen him, have you? And I went, I've seen half of his face and that's enough. And I just went to bed and I totally forgot about it. So the next day I went in and he went, did you say last night Ricochet was peng? I'm like, yeah. I went in the other day, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd been asleep for an hour and a half. I woke up, Levi was still live. And he was in the big box and the little box. I went in and I went, Levi, and he went, yeah. And I went, Ricochet's peng. And he went, you haven't even seen him, have you? And I said, I've seen half of him, I love him. And I just left. And then he had 400 people who's live at that time in the morning. And I can imagine the next day they were all going, Canadian Angie, Hayley Comment fancies Ricochet. I can if you want me to. Literally can't stand me, I'd be sick, but I'll still pretend if you need me to. Oh, literally, I'm so hot. It's still hot this time of night. I don't know if that's the weather or just me. Today's been fun, isn't it? It's a good day. It's a good day. I literally need to listen to that voice note I sent Kale's back about 6 times before bed because I quite enjoyed that. Especially the fact their reply is like, you said you are, what am I?
Do you want people to know about you?
I'm not as unhinged as I could be.
Before tonight.
Do you want people?
You can't, you just, I think in some ways, you know, with them lot, I've tried to be silent and just been like, just leave it. But sometimes, when you just let people bully, they get away with it, and they can do it sneakily in their own room. Because if you notice, when Flip Flop gets a clip of it, right, which is not very often, she'll get a clip of it, she'll put it up, and instantly they try to twist the narrative, they try and jump around, they're like, no, that's not how it was, no, she was cam to us first, she was talking about, they lie because they know they've been seen. So it's them just like, we're just going to show that we've seen you this whole time, this whole year. We see it every single night. Because I'm fed up of it being twisted. Even today, she put a clip out of me. And so Ginger Gemini did another clip going, she buys followers. Yeah, when I was living on the floor of refuge, when I had absolutely not a pot to piss in, I was like, kids, we're not eating today. I want to buy another 5. Definitely going to buy another 5 followers today. Do you know what I mean? Why would I? Like, literally. Yesterday, I had a raging Coke habit. That's all my money went on. Couldn't afford food, nothing, right? But still I'm buying followers. Like, what is it I'm spending my money on at this point? Do you know what I mean? Because I've still got money in the bank. So what is it I'm doing? I've seen who you are now. Do you know how many mods, like, especially Mini-Me, Sophie, Amanda, every single one of them I had the conversations of Ginger Gemini, and every single one of them said, especially Mini-Me, even if I was not your mod today, I would never ever learn myself to act like that. I would never sit on the internet with people like that. I'd rather go and spend time with my husband and my kids than ever sit in boxes with people like that. Like, she makes me sick. She used to call it all kinds of stuff, threaten stuff, she'd say to me, like, I would never be that pathetic. So when I see him in the lives, don't really get upset. I just think, you know what you're doing because you told me how pathetic it was. Not bigger than that for me. You know what I mean? It's like my mods today saying to me, right, we don't want to be your mods anymore because you've done something truly awful. You've gone live, you've done this, you've said that, like, we have to step away. So then me going over to Ginger Gemini's and sitting in there and being like, let's talk about the old mods. Like, it's fucking weird. Weird behaviour. Oh, I can't even think about it. Loyalty is rare. The thing that surprises me about it, Hollybot, right, is loyalty is rare, right, in real life even, right? But when they go and sit over there, it's on a public platform. So everyone sees the same thing you defended against for so long. Do you know, like, Mini-Me used to message me every day, I love you, right? Until the day that I found out that she was giving my messages to Kiki to stop her messages being revealed. So some of the screenshots, if you see Kiki released, she'd remove Mini-Me's messages, right? And the reason she was doing that is because Donna and Mini-Me were, even during that time, screenshotting my messages and sending them, right, to Kiki, right? And then I saw one of the messages that Kiki released was something I'd said that day. And I was like, oh my God. So when it's a mod chat, someone's given my messages. I already knew who it was. And Mini-Me said, I would never do that. I'd rather die than do that to you. After everything you've been through, the fact I met you helping my daughter get through her situation, I met you when you were in the ref, I would never do it to you. And I knew, it makes me want to cry because I actually believed her, like, but I knew it was her that done it. And this is a woman in her 50s who said she was like a mum to me, right? I knew she'd done it, right? I'd even got sent the message of her saying, just don't bring up anything about me and Danielle and I'll just keep sending you messages, right? And then lied to my face, right? And this was a woman who would then come to me and say, so when I confronted her that day, she said, I've just found out I'm dying. And I said, you've just taken my last bit of any faith. I've had this mod turning against me, this mod, any bit of faith, you've just taken the last thing and stabbed me in the back. She goes, I've got 4 months, right? It's been 8. What's going on? You literally then made up you were dying. My liver's failed, I've not got long left, I'm this. Like, do you know what a cretin you have to be to make up that you're dying rather than just say to me, I'm sorry, I did it to save me and my daughter? Mad. Then she got into Pearl's box, right, and she said, my daughter is legally blind, she can't read, she can't see out of her eyes, and Hayley has bullied her even though she's disabled, right? And then she said to her daughter, I wrote a 4-page statement, but I don't want to read it, can you? And her daughter read the whole statement as a blind person. Read the whole statement about me from start to finish, 4 pages. And I couldn't even help but laugh that day because I was like, she actually said to her daughter, after she just said, I bullied her daughter, right, who was fully disabled and couldn't read, she said, can you read my statement? And her daughter read the whole statement perfectly. I was like, And Danielle was never my mod. Never my mod, right? And her mum kept letting her into my mod chat, right? And I kept saying, like, she's 19, 20 at that time, right? It's like I'm my kid in there. I don't want your kid in the mod chat, right? And Danielle said some really weird things as well, right? And then she was saying, but she hasn't got anyone else, right? So then I feel guilty. So I'm like, and she only come in every now and again. She would just kind of drop little things. Oh, I tripped over today. My bum grabbed the sofa or something weird. And I'd be like, it's just really mature stuff. I'd be like, okay. My biological wants to see my son. And then that would be it. And you'd be like, fuck off, so annoying. But that was about it, right? That was about it. And then the person that she had watching my Discord mini-me was her son with autism. She planted him in the Discord in case I modded her. So I'm like, you're literally putting your children into adult situations. You're getting your daughter who's 19 to get in boxes and pearls, and you know how bad that platform is. You know what's going to happen if she gets found out to be lying and all this shit. But you put your own children in it. It makes no sense to me. But I'm the bad guy. Can you just tell these people on TikTok what you saw mummy do yesterday? Like, no. 21. What's that? 21 is such a good age, isn't it? 21's a big one. It's probably the last big one they're having at home, surely. You just would never. Same as like, you know, like I'm 41 now, but my mum still talks to me like she's the mum and I'm the kid. So sometimes I'll be like, I'm going to do this, and she's like, come on, right? This would be better to do this, right? And I'll always respect for her. I would never raise my voice at my mum, never. Same as I would never like move too close to my mum in an argument. I would never call my mum a name. If I swear in front of my mum or to my mum, I'll always apologise straight away. So even if I said like hello, I said it's fucking freezing in the sea. She looks at me, I'm saying, I'm sorry, mum. All right. Because I respect her too much. So I just would never. And that's like, that goes generationally on. My mum used to like literally apologise to her mum all the time, even though she was like in her 60s. I just think there's a thing. Like if someone like shouted at my mum or screamed at her or called her name, instantly I'd be like, you better fucking never speak to my mum. I would never have it. I can complain about my family whenever I want. You can't. You can't. 100% I just don't get it. I don't get the do you know what I mean? I don't get the thing. I'd rather people believe that I come offline. I'm like Escobar. I close this life down. I'm like I've got piles of white powder. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather like the day I did that live and I turned my phone round and all the specks of dust on here. And they went, it's all over our stuff. Yeah, I do so much of it. My shelves and everything are just littered with it. I just get it and go. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how precious that shit is? Right? There's people that sit there looking at a little tiny, like, do you know what I mean? I'm sure nowadays, because of how things are inflation, I'm sure like 4 lines probably cost you 100 quid. Do you know what I mean? But she thought, like, literally had it over the top desk, the bottom desk. It's a black desk. It's like flakes. There's still white stuff all over it now. It's just like dust. But she thought this was all coke. She thought all the dust was that. Too dear to waste. I'm like, don't touch the furniture, kids. There's a thin line of it everywhere. They're just mad. So I turned around, she went, look at that. It's like, you're still tripping off the shit you did last night, love. If you think that dust is literally that, you're fucking mental. The time that I did, I was going to the circus and I was going to the seafood restaurant. And I had the dog still, so I was sneezing and I got the tissue in my hand and I went like that and I went into the tissue and she went, did you hear that massive line she's just done? And I was literally, that day I went to the cinema, to the circus, and then to my stepdad's birthday where we had calamari and prawns on cocaine. I can't think of worse food. Can you imagine that? You do it and then you're just like, oh, let me chew on that fucking damn squid. I couldn't even have a chip. But, you know, it suits their purpose, right? They can twist any little thing. Tonight, you know the live I've done tonight? She will go live tomorrow and she will cry and she'll be like, she's contacted my abusive ex. She's made me a victim. I'm scared. She'll take that one little thing and she'll blow up. And I'm ready for it. And I'll get into any box tomorrow, Canadian Pearls, and I'll say, yes, I am going to let her ex bum me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get in the box and I'm going to go, I am going to let her ex bum me. And then I'm just going to jump out the box. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. The only defence I'm going to say, yes, I am going to let him come down to painting and I am going to let him clap my cheeks. That's it. Or I'll just go live and green screen it. He said, I'd love to come and take you for a drink. And I'm literally just screenshot and I'll go, my neck, my back, not my pussy, and my crack. I'm just not caring enough. He'll be like, did you contact our abuser? I'll be like, no, he contacted me. I don't care. Don't care. You pushed. And I always one up you. I'll always one up you. Always. And I have no problem, because if you contacted any of my ex, none of them are that hard up. None of them. Nick could absolutely hate me for this moment. He still wouldn't touch you. Still wouldn't. He wouldn't even have a conversation with you, bar grunting. That's what he does. He wouldn't entertain it at all. Like anyone else I've been out with, I've got such a good relationship with, they would instantly screenshot and send it to me. Instantly. I don't have enemies. So it doesn't matter. My ex would be like, any of my exes would be like, Pippi Longstocking on crack wants to sleep with me. And I'd be like, you know, you have my blessing. Go on, child. They couldn't even do it for charity. Not even like skydiving in for $5,000 or whatever. I couldn't pay him enough. So I've got no worry. I've certainly known no one in my life who is going to travel all the way to Northern Ireland to take one even for the team. No chance in life. I've not got nothing to worry about. Nothing. Do you know what I mean? Nothing. And the thing is, the reason he asked me is because we had a conversation, and we are both decent people. We're both people who put our children first. We probably had a lot in common. And if she wasn't his ex, I would meet him. I would have a drink with him. He's a really nice guy. He's a good looking guy as well. Really good looking guy. I just wouldn't, because she's been there. It would make me sick. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to meet someone based off a shared trauma of a fucking psychopath. Can you imagine that? She'd be like, I've got them both under the same jar. Fucking baby reindeer. Now I can watch them both from the camera. You know, do you know what I mean? Watching my live so she could see him walk past with an apron. I literally, no way. You're not collecting us all together. Fucking hell. Yeah. And oh God, imagine that threesome. Thanks, Carol. I'd rather not. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't do well with Viz. Fucking hell. Love triangle. Fucking hell. Ginger Gemini's ex asked if he could come down to Paynton and take me for a drink. I said I'd love to. Do you know what I mean? I think I should get something out of this whole fucking stalking thing. Do you know what I mean? At least a fucking good half an hour or something. Do you know what I mean? She was going in on me today, Pamela. So I green screened her ex asking me on a date. And then she started crying and said I got too personal. And I said, I don't think I got personal enough. You've done this to me for a year and a half. I haven't met him yet, have I? So I've not gone that personal. I need to have a vape when the back door's open, but it's so fucking hot. See if she's not in the back garden. Oh, she thinks she's in my fucking pad nipple. She's having a wash. Do you know what I mean? I don't think she was expecting it. I did say. I said if you push and you push and you push, I will always win. She carries on tomorrow. I'm going to send him a picture of my tits. I think I'm going to green screen his reaction when he gets all lovely jubblies. I might do an old one, you know. Tonight has been a fucking roller coaster, hasn't it? It's been a fun one though, isn't it? Free fucking fair ride. I'm going to wake up with a hangover tomorrow and I'm not even had a single drop. I'm going to wake up, every single one of you, without fail, we're going to wake up tomorrow and go, what happened last night? What the fuck happened last night? Kelly, it's been a long time coming. There's nothing I hate more than coming across as a victim. There's nothing I hate more than people from here going to bed thinking, is she okay? Is she okay? Right? I hate it when I wake up and people go to... I don't hate your care. I hate that people have to feel that way. Like, I know a lot of you say, like, oh, you only went live last night. You only just came back. You know, you're going to go off again. Like, it's too much for one person. They shouldn't be doing that to you. Like, it's horrible watching what they do to you every night. I fucking hate that they have to do this again. You know what I mean? A lot of people say to me, like, oh, God, you know, like, they're lucky you're not dead. Do you know what I mean? They do this every night to you. It was a long time coming. I hate feeling like a victim when I know I've got it in me to stick up for myself. Do you know what I mean? TikTok dumbs you down a little bit where you feel like I don't want to say the wrong thing. Because I know when I clap back, I'm savage. I know that Courtney got the wrath of me tonight, and I'm glad I said every single thing I said to her, right? It's been a long time coming. And anyone on TikTok who goes live tomorrow and go, oh my God, you can't mention kids, right? I don't give a fuck, right? You've done it to me for the longest, and because you do it in a sneaky little room that no one wants to be in, I've taken it again and again. I play every clip where they've talked about my kids at this point. But at the same time, what's good for the goose is good for the fucking gander, right?
And if someone walked past me in the street and said, watch your kids or whatever, I'd say, fucking watch yours, right? End of story. Someone said to me, you're ugly. I'd say, you're a fat cunt, right? I don't care. Some woman come up to me in the supermarket and got up in my face. I'd fight back instantly. I would never back down, right? I was raised on a couch to say I've always looked after myself. I'm one of 6 kids. I would never wimp out of any situation. I would rather have a fight and lose it than not have a fight. Ever, right? I literally have had to stick up for myself in situations you guys wouldn't even imagine, against people I shouldn't have had to fight back against. Right, from a child to now, and there's no way ever some cocky cunt from Northern Ireland's going to keep going on me, and I'm going to sit here and say nothing. So those days are long gone. And I swear to God, for every live you do, I will make you look stupid. Stupid. And the next step is me phoning up and going, yeah, come down for a drink. Come down for a drink. And I will be there on the seafront with a fucking cocktail called Sex on the Beach, sharing a straw with your ex, and I will pose it. It'll become my profile picture for a year. Because I'm petty. I'm petty when pushed. Right? And I don't care what you say. Ex, this, personal, don't give a fuck. Best way. Right? After what you've done. You didn't think it was too personal when you AI'd my dad. You didn't think it was too personal when you made accounts with my dad's gravestone. You didn't think it was too personal when you called my dad a nonce or my mum a nonce. You didn't think that was too personal, right? You didn't think it was too personal when you made joke pictures of films and you put every single picture of my sisters and brothers' faces on. You didn't think that was too personal. And I still said nothing. Still said nothing. And do you know why? Because I'm proud of my family. Every single one of their faces you took, they're beautiful, successful, got good jobs, nice children, nice homes, nice lives. It wasn't embarrassing to me, right? I'll never be embarrassed to my family, ever. Just like my family aren't embarrassed to me. My family haven't blocked my numbers like you. So I don't have that to be embarrassed of. I love my siblings like I love my children. I'll go to war all day, and my mum is my heart. Right? So you haven't got that over me. All my family saw what you did in TikTok. They phoned me and said, look, we don't like our photos being on there, whatever they said, yeah, but they still said, don't cry about it. Don't give up about it. Don't come off TikTok about it. Keep fighting back. Like, do you think you're weird? This is what's wrong with these people. Where do these people come from? Where do they crawl out of? My family know enough to know what trolls are. I mean, it didn't worry them. You're all pathetic. Pathetic people. And you're lucky that I'm not like you. You're lucky I would never put up pictures of your children and start judging the way they dress. You're lucky I wouldn't put pictures of your dead family members on there. You're lucky I wouldn't dox your houses even though I know where you are. You're lucky I don't put out your fucking addresses. Because I've got morals and I'll protect children. You think I'm going to do a platform where I safeguard children but not safeguard yours? One of us will safeguard yours and you ain't, so I fucking will. Do you know what I mean? I'd never do that to kids. Never. Never. I'll tell you right now, if she didn't have kids in the house, I would have 100 times over already. Promise you, I would have, because you did it to me. But still, even though my address and my house is all over TikTok, I still wouldn't do it to yours. Still wouldn't. Because I have to look my kids in the eye at night time. I could never look at my kids again if I did that to other kids. Never. That's why I haven't done it. That's why I wouldn't go for your mum, your family, your dead family. I would never. Because I've got to look at my mum. And my mum will kick my ass if I do that. Because my family got morals. My mum thought I put a dress out where kids were. She'd come around and take my fucking head off. We wouldn't roll like that in my family. We're just not like that. We're not built like that. So I would never, ever, ever. If my mum phoned me and said, Hayley, if you put kids in danger on TikTok, I literally would never look at her again. So you're lucky my mum raised me to be who I am. You're a fucking psychopath. Right?